say that good day, Crime Talk aficionados. My name is Scott Reisch, and this is Crime Talk. We're coming to you live from CrimeCon here at Caesar's Palace, CrimeCon 2026. If you've ever been to one of these, you know that there's a lot of people here. But this is probably the most of the CrimeCons. I think this is number 4 that we've been at, and this is by far the most I've seen at CrimeCon. Right now, I think I've heard anywhere between 8,000 and 9,000 people showing up, and the 8,000 seems a little low. I think it's closer to 9,000. It's been a great time, and getting to meet everybody that comes by and to say hi. It's been absolutely fabulous to meet the people that have come up and literally said, we've been watching you since Chris Watts. And like I said, it's such a humbling experience to meet everybody, and people come up and say, oh my gosh, I've been here with you from the beginning. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I'm the one that is the most appreciative. The fact that we're even here is a huge compliment and testament to all of you who watch us, subscribe, share our videos. So it has been absolutely great. Now, let me just give you an idea. We came here with a bunch of giveaways. All of our little keychain bag tags that we've had, I think we brought 3,000 of them. They're gone. They're all gone. We've had merch that we're selling, but since we feel bad that we ran out of free stuff to give away, we've been giving away the merch that we've had, particularly to people that have been lifelong Crime Talk subscribers, true Crime Talk aficionados, and so we're just giving them some shirts. So if you're here live, we've got a couple of them left. If you come by, say hi. Be more than happy to give you a shirt. Heck, we'll even have you sit down and you can tell us your story as to why you're here. So come by, say hi. We're here for a little longer. Tomorrow is the last day. We're going to leave a little early just because we've given away everything, but it's been great. One thing a lot of people have said, there's so many people here that it's almost a little overwhelming with the amount of people. A lot of people are like, I'm very introverted, and there's so many people. I want to come, say hi, and literally go to the seminars that they have that they're putting on and go back to their room because it is literally that many people. But it has been fabulous, to say the least, to have everybody here, to come by and say hi. Like I said, it's a very humbling experience when people come up and say, oh my gosh, you're one of my favorite YouTubers. We've signed up a lot of new people as well that have signed up, subscribed, and so we appreciate those people as well. It's been absolutely great. So many interesting people here. We've met a lot of new people that have offered to do a podcast with us to tell them about their stories. A lot of people have written books, have offered to come on and talk about books. So we're going to go through a lot of those, see which ones will be the most interesting, and we'll see where that goes from there. But we just wanted to go live. It's I don't know, 3:40 in the afternoon. There's a lot of people that look tired here. I think they were out on they hit the town last night. We went gambling. We went to a show last night. It was a lot of fun. And like I said, it's so interesting when people come up like, oh my God, you're Scott Reisch. And I'm just like, yes, hi, thank you. I appreciate you watching. Like I said, none of this would be possible without all of you who have come and said hi. Like I said, watched the videos. It's been absolutely great. And another thing that a lot of people say is that they're surprised at how many people are here and they feel just a real sense of community that, hey, I'm not the only one that, my hobby is keeping up on crime, seeing what's going on, see if I can't help in some way. I was talking to a nice lady that was here to ultimately have her mother's or grandmother's murder solved. It's a cold case. They can't get anything done. And I told her, as we say on our podcast all the time, that there's someone somewhere that knows what happened. It could be some guy sitting next to somebody in a bar and somebody starts talking, and that person may know something about the case that could lead to an arrest, possibly a conviction, right? People need finality when it comes to these type of cases, and what better way to do it than to get the word out for everybody. We can probably go take a quick stroll around the area here and see. Oh, let's see here. Scott Reisch is always on his purpose. He's a quintessential role model and an ego ideal. Anyone who wants to succeed in life should follow his example of dedication and hard work. That's very nice. Gonna meet up in Orlando, Nana. Yes, we'll probably be in Orlando next September. So a year from September, they'll have a big show in Orlando. We'll plan on being there as well. Like I said, we've had a lot of people as well that have asked us to come on their show. So hopefully it'll lead to even greater growth for Crime Talk. That would be fabulous. A lot of big name people that have come and said, like I said, some nice things. Just a little guy with a podcast that, puts out a daily show. And like I said, the big names are like, oh yeah, we know who you are. Oh, really? How do you know that? Some of them we've been on the Megyn Kelly channel before. They want to do some things. Had a nice conversation with the producers at Nancy Grace as well. They said that perhaps we'll have us on. They think that I could hold my own and spar pretty well with Nancy. I said, bring her on, bring it on. Let's go. We don't always have to agree with Nancy, but we'll tell it to her straight and straightforward. That's for sure. Now, here's a nice lady. Do you want? Hold on. Oh, well, come here. Have a seat. Come join us. Come here. Come on. Have a seat. Well, why did you come to CrimeCon? Here, I'll move over. You can have this seat right here.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
Have you ever watched Crime Talk with Scott Reisch?
I have not. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. That's okay.
I'm learning about so many new things.
There are so many things. A little overwhelming, can't it be?
Yes, it's very overwhelming.
What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Janice, and I'm from New Jersey.
That is great. Why did you come to CrimeCon? Is this your first?
This is my first. I'm here with my daughter, and I had just seen it advertised, and I've seen the videos from previous CrimeCons.
Sure.
And we were actually supposed to go on the CrimeCon cruise.
Yeah.
But my son had to graduate from college instead.
That's probably more important. Maybe.
So this is the first one we've been able to make.
All right. So what has been the best experience, other than now you're live on YouTube for the world to see and tell your story? What's been the best thing other than this here at CrimeCon?
I think honestly, just learning about all the different podcasts and things like that. Like I never really knew how much was out there.
There are a lot, aren't there?
Yeah. I'm actually doing a certificate program for IGG.
Okay.
So we're almost finished with that. So
for those who don't know, what's that?
It's investigative genetic genealogy.
Okay, that's huge right now.
Yeah.
A lot of cases have been solved because of genetic genealogy.
Yeah.
Like the Koberger case, right?
The Garden State Killer.
Yep.
That was the first one I heard.
Gilgo Beach.
Acapulco Beach.
That's in your neck of the woods.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So it's very interesting.
Well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Are you going to check out Crime Talk with Scott Reisch now?
Of course.
Okay. So, I mean, why wouldn't you, right? I mean, here, we cover all the hot stories that are going on a daily basis. We put a show up every day, right? And you get the experience and the kind of inside baseball scoop from somebody that's practiced criminal defense for 32 years.
Oh, okay. Criminal defense, huh?
Yeah, but I tell it the way it is, right?
I like that.
A lot, I'll be the first one to say, like the Koberger case. I was like, well, maybe he's got a shot. But then the DNA came in, and I'm like, oh, it's over.
I like one of the things that we had just learned about, because courts are not still sure about what to do with the DNA evidence and family trees and things like that, the way that they get to that. But I found it interesting that one of someone's defense, I forget which case it was, you may know, but talking about how their privacy rights were violated because their DNA was collected at a crime scene, which I always thought was...
Well, you abandon your DNA at the crime scene. You have no expectation of privacy when you leave your DNA behind, like the Brian Koberger case, right? On the K-bar, the little button, and what's the argument? You left it there, right? And the genetic genealogy, they check it out, they get a match, then they go to the court and they get the DNA so they can confirm it's a match, and they've established probable cause at that point. And what are they supposed to do? I mean, that's where the facts lead them, right?
Yeah, I just thought it was pretty funny to use violating your privacy as a defense.
Well, as a defense attorney, I get it. They're being creative. They got to do what they have to do.
Creative.
But I think it's a losing argument.
Me too. Me too.
It doesn't work because, like I said, you abandon your DNA, the evidence at the crime scene.
Right.
So how can you say, oh, don't touch my DNA, it's a violation of my privacy? Or what is out there in the public, like what you put in your trash can, and they get,
Although my daughter, she's here with me today, but we were talking about that yesterday because she still feels it's kind of, I don't know, for lack of a better word, icky to like go through somebody's garbage and get their DNA that way.
I know, but once again, it's abandoned.
I know.
You've left it out there for the world to see. There's no privacy left in the world.
That's true. That's true. But somehow she feels it's different than if you leave your DNA at a crime scene. Now I'm deliberately going through your garbage to get your DNA.
I know, but it's well established Supreme Court case law that once you put it out there for the world, cops can go through it at the end of the street. Usually they're a little more sophisticated. They pick it up at the end of the block.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is, it's still there.
Yeah.
And then they test it, they narrow it down, and they're like, this person came from maybe the dad, let's say hypothetically, that it matches him. Then they can use that to, like I said, go get a search warrant for the suspect's DNA. They match it then, and they have a court order at that point, and then they match it, all those loci on the DNA scale, and bam.
Case closed. Yeah. How do you get your ideas if you're talking every day?
Yeah.
Like, where do you get your ideas for interesting cases and things like that to talk about?
We scour the news, and then when we find a case that we're obviously following, we like to go to the source documents, go to the actual pleadings, because frankly, there's a lot of, the word of the day is misinformation.
Yeah.
So we like to go to the actual pleadings themselves and see what's going to be said.
So do you have people all over the country, or you guys are going yourselves?
It's me, myself, and I have I have two producers that help us out to find this stuff, to do the research, so that we make sure we get it right. Obviously, we don't want to accuse anybody of anything, and so we give them obviously the presumption of innocence unless and until they plead guilty or are convicted by a jury of their peers.
That's good. Remind everybody that.
Every day we have to do that because I don't want to get sued, and
of course not.
they are entitled to the presumption of innocence under the Constitution.
Absolutely. Do you ever work on any cases where it is the person's trying to prove their innocence
Yes.
in terms of like they've already been convicted?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we look at that because when somebody does post-conviction relief,
Yeah.
it has to be new evidence. It has to be evidence that wasn't available or wasn't reasonably discoverable at the time to open those cases back up again. So they're very difficult. They're
That
very
can be hard,
difficult.
yeah.
They're very difficult to do. And the reality of it is it's just really tough once you get convicted to be able to establish this new evidence. We see it oftentimes even in death penalty cases. They're like, I'm innocent, go back and retest it. And most good prosecutors will say, let's go test it, because most good prosecutors are going to say, oh, we don't want to convict an innocent person,
Right.
and we
They
certainly
the
don't want to
wrong
put them to
person
death.
die, yeah.
I mean, my experience is the prosecutors want to get the right person.
Yeah.
I don't think most of them go around saying, let's just go randomly pick
It's
somebody
hard.
and do it.
It's hard though, because as a layperson, though the prosecutors who don't want that are the people that we see on TV and the talk shows.
You hear about it,
Yeah.
but the technology has gotten so much better over the years where, with body cam evidence,
Yeah.
before it was, they coerced they beat me with a rubber hose, they coerced
Yeah.
me. Well, now all that stuff is videotaped. And so I can tell you my personal practice, we used to file motions to suppress all the time. Oh, he didn't know, he didn't understand. And it was, your word versus the police officer. And, sometimes you can make some hay of it, but now it's always on videotape and everybody talks. They can't help themselves.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's definitely changed. The amount of cameras that are around, just all the technology that's being used now. It's really hard to get away with things.
It's very difficult these days. And
Actually, when my family, we did had our DNA tested, and I said to my kids, no more crime. Anybody who does something, you're gonna get caught now.
yeah, and what you see now is there's so much backlog. Insane kits, sex assault nurse examiner kits,
Yeah.
where there's just not the money to fund it. And unless they have a suspect or the victim is saying, I want to go forward, if they're wishy-washy, I don't know, I'm not sure I want to do that, I don't want to be put through that, that gets put on the low priority. So it's a shame as well.
Yeah.
And then obviously if somebody's a suspect, they don't want to live under this cloud of did they do it or not. They should
Yeah.
have their name cleared if they weren't involved.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? I'm sure you're familiar with the yogurt shop murders that happened in Texas, I believe. But they just figured out there were 4 girls who died back in the 80s, I want to say. They never found the killer, but they just recently discovered that they were killed by a serial killer who had killed in the area. But in the meantime, they had wrongly convicted 4 young kids. And actually, they just had to do, the prosecutor and everybody had to do an official apology to the now they're men in their 50s,
Probably 50s, yeah. 50, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Not a lot of people are willing to do that, but for their whole lives they had to live like that they were being accused.
And go to prison.
2 of them did go to prison.
Yeah.
One of them ended up dying in a police shootout because it just is never the same.
You've got that label and they just assume you're
Yeah.
the bad guy.
Yeah,
And turns out they didn't do anything.
and it's not fair.
And like you said, back in the 80s, there wasn't video cameras.
No, they were going on. It's interview eyewitnesses, which are not very reliable.
Eyewitness identification is very unreliable these days. It always was. But how do you disprove it when somebody gets on the stand? They don't want to be wrong, right? So they stick to their story and
what they know. It's what they saw. It's their perception of it.
Yeah.
So interesting.
So are you going to come to the next CrimeCon?
I don't know. It's in Orlando, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Are you going?
Probably. Probably. You know, we'll put it on our calendar so we don't get.
You know what would be fun is the crime cruise.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
I'm still waiting for that. Do you go to CrimeCon London?
Thought about it.
Me too.
I think it'd be fun.
It would be interesting.
I mean, there's a lot going on in, England these days. We're kind of a big free speech advocate, so I'm not sure we could get arrested when we show up in the country.
I don't know. A whole convention about it, though, I would think it'd be interesting.
It would be, particularly from that British perspective.
Exactly.
So
they all think we're nuts anyway.
Most people do. But hey, the American judicial system, as the quote says, goes, is that it's absolutely horrible, but it's better than anywhere else in the world. And I truly, truly believe that, because we get to cross-examine. The cross-examination is the greatest truth-seeking tool ever created.
Well, I just feel too like there's so many chances to go back and look at it again. And I don't know that a lot of places do that.
Yeah.
To appeal and to, as frustrating as it is,
Yep.
and as long as it can take.
But one of the things that's, people don't realize this is that, trial is trial. And for a lot of people, it's, you're triaging all these cases. The court's triaging all these cases. They need to move them along. They need to move along expeditiously. And getting to the truth oftentimes isn't the priority. It's to get the case done, right? You got victims that show up.
Check it off the list.
The victims show up at the court. They want justice. It's an emotional case. And, that's why so many cases get reversed, it seems like, although it's actually a very small percentage. But these high profile cases get a lot of attention because, remember, you only get a new trial, not just because you say I didn't do it. It's because the judge made a legal error that resulted in an unfair trial.
Is it just the judge that has to make an error, or could it be like the prosecution?
Well, if the prosecution,
sort of a cultural, a court, a legal error that happened.
Yep. A legal error that happened that was so egregious that it resulted in an unfair trial. Usually it's the judge making those calls. Sometimes the prosecutors say something in closing statement that's over the top that could result in an unfair trial. Have you been following the Alec Murdaugh trial?
A little bit.
I'm telling you, that one, we've been following that one from the beginning. And, I personally think he did it, but I think he got an unfair trial. And I said, this one's coming back because 404B evidence. Are you familiar with 404B evidence?
No, tell me.
So normally everybody has a right to be tried on these charges and these charges alone.
Okay.
And they specifically say you can't bring in what they call propensity evidence to say, well, he did this in the past, therefore he must be guilty of it again.
Okay.
And so like in the Alec Murdaugh trial, they brought in all these other crimes that really became the focus of the trial where, they spent 10 days, 11 days focusing on previous misdeeds, of stealing. Some of it certainly is relevant, but at a certain point it just becomes so prejudicial, and that's what it got reversed. That and the court clerk, of course, interfering with the judicial process and telling the jurors, be careful, he's a liar, be careful what he says. So
slight problem there.
Huge problem. And that was one of the reasons why I said 404B and Miss Hill, the clerk, Becky Hill. And so, now we get to do it all over again. And like I said, I think he did it. But the reality of it is that the man's entitled to a fair trial. Because if we let the government prosecute guilty people and railroad them, then they'll start thinking they can do it to innocent people as well.
No, and you can't have that.
Yeah, see?
Could happen to me.
Could happen to any of us.
I don't want that.
See? You are made for Crime Talk. You need to subscribe Monday through Friday. We do a weekly recap.
I definitely will.
and we also do a live show every Tuesday night.
Oh, okay.
And we even oftentimes do a call-in where you can call in and ask questions.
Okay, thank you.
So now you gotta come join us.
All right, I will.
All right,
Definitely.
let's.
Very nice
meeting you. Thanks for being such a good sport and joining us here. I mean, that's thank you. And now you have a story to go tell your daughter that you're not going to believe it.
She's sitting in a session.
Which one is she watching?
You know what? Honestly, I don't know.
Okay, well, now you can tell her that you're.
That is important.
Now you can tell her that you are YouTube famous.
Oh, that's it. You are right.
Thanks for coming. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why don't we turn the camera around to Annika? You know, she has been the one that has helped put all of this together. Come have a seat, Annika. So, Annika, what has been the greatest experience about coming to CrimeCon?
I think for me, probably the greatest experience is just getting to meet everybody. And I love seeing Josh Ritter. I love Mike King, and I love Gigi from Pretty Lies and Alibis. Love those three. They're like my favorite people that we work with and talk to. Always put a smile on my face. Also, something that is the cutest thing ever. I think my favorite part yesterday was when we were live and we were petting the dogs from Courtroom Critters. That literally that made my day. It was amazing.
Huff and Puff, the bulldog, right?
Hufflepuff
Hufflepuff.
from Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Huff and Puff, Hufflepuff. I don't know.
Hufflepuff.
But they're great. Everybody, I've always said this: bulldogs are the greatest dogs ever. And these courtroom animals that come in there and make the victims feel comfortable. They sit, up on the witness stand, and the jury usually never sees the dog, but it helps the victim get through it. So they have a great organization. We talked with them. People can go back, and if they wanted to donate, they could certainly do that as well. It's been fun for sure. Now, did you expect this many people here?
No, I did not. We did not have enough stuff to give to everybody, but now we just know for next time, different things. I mean, everything's a learning experience, and everybody loved the stuff we brought, so I have no complaints.
Now, where would people go if they wanted to get stuff? Let's say, for example, they couldn't be here. How would they go and get Crime Talk merchandise if they wanted to get it?
So if you couldn't be here at CrimeCon to get any of the free merch that we were passing out or the merch that we were selling, go to crimetalknetwork.com/shop, and that will get you to our website. It has everything, all of the wonderful merch. People have been buying it. People have loved it. We got the notebooks that we've been giving out, keychains. Everyone loves the black and yellow keychains that say Crime Talk on it. Super, super fun.
We even gave some to Nancy Grace.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I don't make promises I can't keep, but I think we're going to be on Nancy Grace. I feel it coming.
I feel it too.
Yeah. It's gonna be big.
This is an example of our shirt.
Oh yeah,
our Vegas version shirt.
Yeah, take a look at that.
Colorways. Right now, a lot of people. Oh, these are the ones that we only have 2 left, and we're probably just gonna go give them out to some people. Maybe we can do it on the live. Do you want to do that? See if anybody recognizes you. And
we can do that. I was literally walking back in, and somebody said, "Oh my God, I have your shirt." It said, "I love Scott," and then they said, "Lawyer, lawyer, lawyer." So, we're making an impact out there. Let people know that you got to protect your rights and lawyer up. It's always not. I mean, the best advice is don't commit crime. But if you do, keep your mouth shut and then call an attorney, no doubt. Why don't we pick it up? We'll go walk around, see if we can find somebody. If they recognize us, we'll give them a T-shirt.
Wonderful. Okay.
All right, here we go. Oh, let's see here. We'll put on our official badge so we can do it here. All right, let's go take a look here. Let's see what we've got. Let's walk around here. Like I said, these Pushing Up Lilies, they've been very nice. They've been sitting next to us. Let's give them a big shout out. All right.
Do you guys want to say hi?
So we're live right now. Why don't you, you still have a few shirts left, but so if you come over here to Pushing Up Lilies, take a look at this. Why don't you tell us about your podcast?
Okay.
Tell us who you are and.
You want me to hold that? Or?
Yeah,
okay.
Just give us a shameless.
My name is Julie Madsen. I am a forensic nurse, and I've been doing forensic nursing for about 25 years. My podcast is called Pushing Up Lilies, and I kind of give my perspective from a forensic nursing standpoint on different crime scene investigations and crimes that have happened all over the world. Sometimes I cover my own cases that I've worked, and sometimes I'll just cover something that happened overseas and just kind of give my perspective.
give a little information on why we do certain things in an investigation, and just kind of help nurses to learn that they can actually get into forensics and that it is a career opportunity for them too. I also did sexual assault nursing for years, so
Same nurse.
yeah, same nurse. I did a lot of consultations, testified in court a lot, so
Yeah.
which I enjoyed. I realized how much the evidence collection actually impacted the outcome, and that's what kind of empowered me to do this.
So you got street cred too.
Yeah, a little bit,
That's
just
what
a
we
little
like,
bit.
street cred.
Street
You know,
cred.
somebody, you've been a nurse for a long time, been
Yes.
seeing forensic analysis. I recently just got to cross-examine 2 state nurses
Oh.
that did a case. We just went to trial on and crashed and burned. It wasn't pretty.
Uh-oh. Not good, not good.
Pesky DNA gets you every
I
time.
know, right?
So that's great. So where can they go to find your podcast?
My
Pushing Up
podcast.
Lilies?
Well, of course, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and all the things. But my actual website is pushinguplilies.com, and you can hear my podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, all the different
How
platforms.
often do you put up an episode?
My new episodes actually come out on Wednesdays, usually around lunchtime. Most of my listeners listen on their lunch break, so that's kind of the time that we've learned that they listen the most.
So what's the one thing that you've? Is this the first time you've been to CrimeCon?
First time I've been to CrimeCon.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, I think so.
Isn't it
I
nice
think it's way worth
meeting
it.
people that subscribe and follow
It's
you?
incredible. Yeah, I love picking brains. I've picked your brain. I've picked a lot of people's brains, but learning, even when you've been doing it for 4 years, there's people that have been doing it longer and people that know more, and so it's just nice. It's just like a cool community of people who really like to help each other too.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it really
And
is.
I don't know about you, but like when people recognize when they hear your voice,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, "Oh my God, it's not Reisch."
All right.
Isn't it humbling? You really think these people, none of this would be possible without them.
Right. Exactly.
And it's not an ego thing. It's really,
No.
oh my God, it's so humbling when these people say, "I cook dinner with you every
Yes.
night," or "I listen to you over my lunch hour" or something, right?
People, yeah, it's crazy. I had somebody say that they heard my voice in their bedroom one night, and I was like, and their husband was listening to me, and she's like, "Is Julie at my house?" Just like, "Is she here?" And then also I had somebody that followed me that lives in California who crocheted me a magnifying glass that she crocheted while she was listening to me, and she brought it to me.
I know.
So I was like, that is so sweet.
I know. You just and it's so nice because these people, they know you.
Yeah,
right?
they do.
They know you, and we don't know them until
No.
they come and you put a face with somebody that comments all the time. So, "Oh,
Right.
I'm so and so," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you." It's amazing. It's like I said, it's so humbling that these people would
Really
come,
is.
seek you out to say hi
And bring you a gift.
and bring you a gift. I mean,
It's like, what?
it's
I mean,
crazy,
it
isn't
is
it?
crazy. I love it. And I love, the private messages that I get on Facebook. I try to actually answer them all myself. And so I don't have a team that does that. So I try to really be personal too. So I want people to get to know me. And
Yeah, I try to do the same.
Yeah,
Sometimes there's not enough hours in the day.
no, yeah.
But I try to respond, and I always say we have a lady that's been following us from the beginning, and I think she has multiple accounts, and she always, "Hey Scott," and I always try to thumbs up, respond, "Hey Pamela,"
Yeah,
because
right.
she's like a true crime talk aficionado, and she's one of the best.
I love that.
And so
That
we
is
always
so cool.
try to do that. Never met Pamela in person, but she I think she has multiple accounts, maybe 3, and hit heart and respond.
awesome.
So yeah, it's like I said, it's like family.
Yeah.
Even though we've never.
They feel like they know you. I know.
They know.
You're like, I should send them a Christmas card.
I know. I wish I could. But,
I mean, I know. It's
or
like,
if we, for example, I was in trial. We have people that will call the office. Like, is Scott okay? He hasn't put up a video today or something.
oh no,
So,
that
I mean,
is awesome.
And so, like I said, that's where it comes back to. I got to put up good content. I got to get it out.
Yeah.
They're expecting it.
I look forward to
I've
it.
had several people say, "I don't know what to do when you're in trial, and I miss my podcast. Now what am I going to do?" So
Oh my, you're like, I'm so sorry.
I know. I
You feel like-
apologize. That's why they think it's crazy. Like, I got to go do a video, or we'll be on vacation. I gotta go do a video really quick.
Yes.
We were on a cruise, I guess 2 years ago in the Mediterranean.
Oh yeah.
And Frank's back at the office. We're, doing a stream and he puts it up because
I love
I don't
it.
want to let anybody down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you definitely don't want to. That's why you got to get good content, and that's
Well,
sometimes a struggle.
Maybe if you're up for it, we can give all your contact info to Annika,
Okay.
and we can have you on because
That'd be awesome.
we deal with SANE nurses a lot.
Yes.
And there's some things SANE nurses can say. There's some things they can't say. They're
Right.
like, "This is what I observed. I can't say if it was consensual or
Right.
non-consensual. I can't say how it got there.
Mm-hmm.
I just know it was there,
Right.
and this is the demeanor of the woman, and I mean, it's all very interesting.
Yeah.
And you guys are qualified as experts,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a lot of weight
Right.
because you're one of the first people that usually gets kind of the first narrative, other than
Right.
the police, because
What
even the
happened,
police these
right.
days don't like to talk to them because they don't want to re-traumatize
Exactly.
victims. So you're really one of the first people that has this interaction with them, and oftentimes has to convince them to go forward with it and
Right.
say, "Hey, this is the process, and we're going to
Exactly.
do this, but I'm not going to force you. But you have to make them feel comfortable to go forward with the process." So
Right.
it's-
And
it's-
understand that person could victimize someone else, and they could stop that. So
Yep.
it's a big part of it.
It's a big part of it. So everybody has an important part in the truth-seeking process, and
Right.
it's really important. So we'd love
Yeah.
to have you on again
That
as
sounds
well.
great.
We can talk about it.
I would love it.
Okay, one more time. Shameless
Thank you.
shameless plug for your where to
Oh,
go to
Pushing Up Lilies. It's pushinguplilies.com and available again on Spotify, Apple, Google, Pandora, iHeart, all the different podcast
All right. We'll
platforms.
try to put a link in the comments
Thank
below.
you.
and
That sounds
hopefully-
perfect.
Because it helps everybody to help everybody to get more listeners, subscribers. It's not, that's what I've noticed. It's not a lot of, sharp elbows. It's everybody willing to help everybody, at least the good ones, I think.
Right. And we all offer different information. So we all can offer our own aspect of what we know, right? I mean, I don't know anything about your job. It's just we all have something different to offer, so I love that.
Now, before we go, you have a cookbook here.
Yes, I
Tell me
did
about
not
the
write
cookbook.
this cookbook.
You did not write this
I did not
cookbook.
write this cookbook, but everyone loves this cookbook.
Death
I bought it
Row
from the
Recipes.
publisher, but it's called Death Row Recipes, and it actually will go through and tell you different people on death row what they chose as their final meal. It gives a little information on what crime they committed and what their sentence was, but many of them will have a recipe for whatever it was they wanted to eat. So there's a couple.
What's the most unique meal that somebody's had?
I would say, okay, I don't know if I can find it. Somebody chose one olive and it had to be pitted. So I don't really understand that. I mean, I would have at least wanted a martini,
I know.
give me the juice.
Yeah, something.
But
yeah.
one pitted olive, that's all he wanted. So
I guess if you're going to go, you might as well go on a light stomach, right?
you might as well. I know we have a meeting in our hometown. It's called the True Crime Club. And we, when we meet, we go through the recipe book and cook something. So it's kind of interesting. It's fun. It's something different. And then we talk about what we would eat as our last meal.
Oh, that's good. We may have to do a segment on that. I like
I
that.
know,
We'll have
it's
to
fun.
do that and cook something up and see who's the best. I
Yes.
mean, I guess it depends on who's cooking it.
It
Huh?
depends, yeah. You don't want me to trust me.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right, thank you so
I appreciate
much.
it. And
Yes.
hopefully, we'll get a few. Oh, you have a box here too. What? Tell us
I
about that.
do. So this is I will grab it. This is my subscription box. You can purchase it on my website, but every month that you get it, you'll get new group of true crime items. So you may get a different bath bomb, a different mug, a book, a variation of things, koozies, but every month is different. You can get it monthly, you can get it every 3 months, every 6 months, or you can just give it as a gift. If you have a friend who loves true crime and Mother's Day's coming up, you can order it for them and have it shipped directly to them.
Would they find that on your website?
You can find that on my website under the shop.
Go subscribe.
Yeah.
Pushing up Lilies. Go subscribe. Go check her out. She's been great neighbor here. And if you're watching this, come buy some merch so she doesn't have to take it home with her.
Yes, thank you so much. Bye, thank you.
All right, let's go. We'll go walk around. Yeah, hey, we're all here to help everybody out. We're all here to help everybody out.
Yes, thank
You know?
I know if you brought the body bag.
Oh, did we bring the body bag?
No.
No. Who are
asking? I'm Ann
Do you want to
Ruler.
be on our live?
I'm Annie Ruler.
you're going to be YouTube famous? Where are you from?
Uh, Vegas.
Las Vegas. So you drove like I don't know. Well, the traffic here, you could be like 2 miles away, and it was like
I took
30
the
minutes.
bus. I took the bus.
took the bus.
Yes.
Is this your first CrimeCon?
Yes, it is.
Oh, you're recording this too?
Yes.
Do you have a channel?
I'm Annie Ruler. I'm Annie Ruler. I just a commenter.
You're just a comment. That's okay.
Yes.
Do you watch Crime Talk?
A lot. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
We
You're
have-
in my algorithm.
Well, the good, because YouTube has been messing with our algorithm. And so that's why I keep reminding everybody, you know the drill. Subscribe if you haven't, like if you do, leave me a comment below and hit that little bell for notifications, right?
Yes. And YouTube, let us have choices.
Yes.
Let us have choices
And don't-
instead of giving us the same 8.
And don't censor us when we say words that aren't used on the evening
Yes.
news, like murder and sex assault.
Self-unaliving. Yeah.
Yes, unaliving somebody. Those should not be
Insane.
words that get you out of the algorithm,
Right.
particularly when we're talking about crew crime.
And please stop taking away the videos that show real evidence.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. People need to see it.
Yes.
It's called, in a free society, you got to see the stuff you don't want to see.
Right. I agree. I watch it all the time.
All right, so we just gave you a shirt.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. And we should have brought the body bag. We should have signed it and raffled it off or something. Who knew you could buy a body bag on Amazon?
I hope I never need one.
Well, if you do, you know where to find one, right? Just
Yes.
go there and get it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thanks. for
Bye
joining
from
us.
Annie Ruler.
Bye-bye. Oh, let's go see the Bulldogs, I guess. We're getting a lot of requests to see the Bulldogs. Let's go see the Bulldogs. All right, so here we go. Up, and here's the Crime Talk, Nancy Grace people. We're gonna, you, me, bring her on. Not fight. We can disagree politely.
Oh, she's not gonna disagree politely. She's a fighter.
I understand. So am I. I can handle it. That's true. All right, let's go. Let's go see. All right, so we're walking up here. See, there's the Nancy Grace producers. We had a good conversation. I have a feeling, but we'll see. All right, so we're coming back up here. This is the courtroom critters. All right, let's see here. We've got another one back again today. Look at this bulldog. This is Scarlett. All right, tell us all about your organization again.
So our organization is Courtroom Critters. We use these uniquely trained therapy dogs to go into the courtroom. We have a whole training program that teaches the dogs how to behave in a courtroom, as well as it teaches the handlers what's going to happen in a courtroom. So these dogs like to escort people that are victims of traumatic crime or witnesses, and we want them to testify.
And bulldogs, not only are they adorable and the cutest animals ever, they are they just calm people down, don't they?
It makes them, yes, it does. It's the people actually smile. You wouldn't think that somebody going to trial, they're going to look at a dog and smile, but it's amazing how many people smile when they see these dogs.
Yep. And it gives them the strength to get up there and tell their story. And when that evil defense attorney gets up there and says, it didn't happen that way, they know they're in good hands, right?
Yeah, sometimes I see them look at the dogs and the dog will look back up just like that. And they'll say, I got your back. Just
Yep.
keep telling your story.
Yep. Look at them. I mean, who wouldn't love those people? And we talked yesterday, the jury usually never sees these dogs.
Yeah, we try. We try not to have the jury see them or hear them. It's silent support. And the cool thing is for the defense attorneys, these dogs cannot tell anyone what to say. They cannot give them any legal advice. They cannot give them any counseling advice. These dogs are only here to support them so that they can tell their story.
Okay. Now you're here in Nevada, correct?
Yes, we are located in Las Vegas, and we are looking to go nationwide. We have a lot of interest here that people want to start a chapter in their city.
How would they get started? Who would they contact?
Well, they're going to contact us, courtroomcritters.org. They can contact us through email, through our forms, and we'll contact them. We are working on an accreditation for the national standard of courtroom canines, and they can talk to us and we'll show them how to do it. We're currently writing the book on how to train these dogs to become courtroom canines.
Well, that's great. That is a great cause. And shameless plug, where can they go to donate if they wanted to?
Courtroomcritters.org. We have a special donation site so that they'll go right to that and go under the donate tab. We love it. CrimeCon has been wonderful for us. You've been wonderful for us. So yeah, that helps us with our training. The more we get the donations, the more that we can offer the training at no charge.
And look at this little guy. What's his name?
That's Muffin Jones, and that's a little girl.
Little girl Muffin Jones.
Little girl, and she actually just finished a trial with a little girl helping her testify.
Yeah. People don't realize how scary it can be going on a witness stand. Even trained professionals get nervous and freeze up. So if you're a young child, it can be
Yes.
very traumatic to do.
Yeah, can I show you the Hufflepuffable that we created?
Sure.
Can I show you this real quick? This is a comfort toy that we created. And of course, it's after Hufflepuff. It looks just like Hufflepuff. This is a unique comfort fidget toy. It has his H, and it's made in the USA. It's actually made right here in Las Vegas. It's a 3D printed comfort toy. Some people call it a fidget toy, but we give this to the children, or we give it to adults as well. We have a lot of judges who have these on their desk. And when you don't have the dog with you, they get to take these home and keep them forever.
That's great. Now, I think I see something over here. You make a donation, you get one, right?
Yes, if you make a small donation, you get one for yourself. If you double your donation, then you're going to donate one back to us that we can give to someone in need.
Well, that's great. And let's see if we can get Hufflepuff here. We saw him yesterday. He is the cutest little bulldog you ever did see. I mean, both of them are, because, well, I have Miss Winnie the Bulldog, and she is the cutest dog ever. All right, see, what a great organization, because we're all in the truth-seeking business, and the best way to get it out is, making people feel comfortable on the witness stand. So that's great. All right, one last plug. Your organization, where they can go.
Courtroomcritters.org, and thank you for your support.
Oh, thank you. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Thanks. Bye-bye. And subscribe to Crime Talk with Scott Reisch, all right? Crime Talk with Scott Reisch, all right? All right, let's go around here some more. Jeff. Jeff?
Hello, how are you?
How you doing? I'm Scott.
Yeah,
Crime
nice
Talk
to
with
meet
Scott
you.
Reisch. We're live right now.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you do, your organization.
So Ethan he's laying down back there right now, but this was Ethan 5 years ago. He had been tortured, starved, abused, left to die. Thankfully, someone who knew the condition he was in brought him to a local shelter in Louisville, Kentucky. They saved him, thankfully. But there was, back then, 5 years ago, there was no way to prosecute these people that would do this. So we worked for 4 years with the Kentucky legislature and got Ethan's law passed, named after Ethan, that now makes it a felony to abuse or torture a cat or a dog in Kentucky.
Well, that's good legislation. We have that in Colorado. I actually, unfortunately, have a case right now where somebody took their dog in and it was deceased, but, looked malnourished and obviously not well kept, which is just tragic. Like, who could do that to an animal?
So you work so hard to get a law passed, and you just naturally think, wow, people are going to be prosecuted with it. And that's not the way it works. Like, there's not even an email, a message that goes to prosecutors that say, here are the new laws that have been passed. So the first step we did was we went to county attorney conferences, Commonwealth attorney conferences, to make sure that they knew about it. And now we track and follow these animal abuse cases around the state of Kentucky. We'll drive 3 hours one way for a 2-minute arraignment because it's important to have his face in the courtroom. Because unfortunately, sometimes those prosecutors don't want to do anything unless they see outside eyes are watching them, whether it's the news media, social media, whatever it is. So there are a lot of times that we leave the courtroom very frustrated, but we do have some wins, and we're trying to get some other things passed in Kentucky, like an animal abuse registry that's publicly accessible to different things. So it's been a long journey, but it's well worth it. Ethan's Law, we worked very hard. We got his name on it. That's very nice, but now it's time to give other animals their name and their story back. Yeah.
I mean, most people treat their animals like children, and the society is judged on how they treat their children, women, and animals.
Yeah, and Kentucky, unfortunately, is at the bottom of child abuse and animal abuse. And the other thing that we like to try to point out to folks and give awareness to is the link between animal abuse and human violence. 90% of people that commit a crime against a human, a violent crime, started with animals.
There's lots of studies and statistics to back that up.
And so one of the things that helped us in Frankfurt with the legislature was to say, vote for it because you like animals, but if you don't vote for it because it's going to make your community safer, put these people behind bars, and those are 2, 3, 4, 5 years that those people aren't hurting other people.
Where can people go to make a donation to your organization? Where would they go to check out your organization?
Go to ethanalmighty.com. He's also on social media, Facebook and Instagram as Ethan Almighty. And right now they are in the middle of filming a movie in Kentucky about Ethan called Ethan Almighty, starring Trevor Donovan, Selma Blair, Sean Patrick Flannery. And it's about the story of getting this law passed and how Ethan had a positive impact on a lot of other folks. And hopefully it'll be out next year called Ethan Almighty. But I encourage people to visit ethanalmighty.com, read all about him. And if they feel compelled, give a donation that helps our 501c3 now.
Does he have his own
So we're from
bourbon?
Kentucky.
So you got to have some.
You got to have your own bourbon from Kentucky.
I love it.
So we partnered with a local company called Mr. and Mrs. Bourbon Company. We made 2 batches of bourbon, and the proceeds all went to Ethan's 501c3 nonprofit.
All right. Well, I don't drink, so I'll just put a little donation here for you, and
Thank you.
so that keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you for taking
Sure.
the time. to
Thank
talk
you.
with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. A lot of good animal stuff here, right? Now, this is Shirley. Remember the line from Airplane? Shirley, you can't be serious.
I am serious.
Yes, but don't call me Shirley. Tell us about your podcast.
So our podcast is about a woman named Shirley that was married to some pretty interesting characters in the 70s and 80s. So you just missed Amanda. She went out to catch the 4:15 show, but it's her stepmom.
Okay.
And so we tell the whole story through her point of view, her journals, her interviews, and it's a 7-part series where you meet her children, you meet his children, and all of the crimes, but we focus more on her and the victims than the actual crimes.
We're going to check it out. I saw it when I walked in. Surely you can't be serious. And I thought, I got to talk to these people. So I've come over here before. I've talked to.
Did you talk to Amanda?
I talked to somebody that was
If
here.
it was a lady, that's her. That's Amanda.
Okay, well, great. So where can people find your podcast? Where can they check it out?
Yeah, we're on all the platforms. We're on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Audible, iHeart. And you can just go to our website, deadseriousmedia.com. And you'll see this year we're up for a few awards. We were nominated for a couple Webbies, and we're flying to London next week to go to the True Crime Awards. And hopefully we take down BBC Scotland.
Well, good luck. I love the name. I love it. Thanks for taking the time. All right. The Crime Talk with Scott Reisch. You're now YouTube famous. All right. All right. Let's go walk around here. Oh, there's more critters. Let's go walk around here and see what we've got here. Let's see here. Let's go walk around here. Criminally obsessed. All right. Let's see. All right, these guys are probably the competition. Tell us about your channel, your podcast. Who's the best? Who's the spokesperson here?
What are we doing here?
So my name is Scott with Crime Talk with Scott Reisch.
Hi, Scott.
Practicing criminal defense attorney.
Okay.
Do a daily show, weekly updates.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Well, we're criminally obsessed. If you see right here, we do documentaries. We also do a daily video podcast that's
Okay.
on YouTube and all your platforms with Ann Emerson, our host, who, if you come over here, you can see she was with Blanca yesterday in one of the sessions, and today she's got the story of Michelle Newton. I don't know if you're familiar with that story or
I'm not. Tell me about it.
Okay, so in November of last year, there was a viral video. Maybe you remember. It was a police body cam in the Villages, a retirement community, and they're coming for you, Sharon. Remember that one? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Well, that's Deborah Newton. Michelle is her daughter. Michelle was abducted when she was 3. Her mom ran away with her.
I remember this now.
Yes, and she found out just in last November that she wasn't who she thought she was, and reconnected with her biological father. They are here, and they are going to be speaking at 5:30 today.
Well, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So, give us a shameless plug. What's your channel?
Criminally Obsessed, which you can find anywhere, any social media platform. We're on all the socials. We have over 1.5 million followers across all socials. Our YouTube, Criminally Obsessed. Find us there. We have a documentary premiering June 5th. Celeste, Trophy Wife, Framed for Life, about Celeste Beard. That is a wild story.
Ooh,
And it's actually
yes.
the news because I think there's another competing documentary coming out this
Okay.
week. So
All
it
right.
happened to be the timing. So you're going to be hearing a lot about Celeste Beard in the coming weeks.
All right. Well, great. We've got between all the platforms, 850,000 subscribers total. So,
Nice.
but hey, it's good for everybody. We don't
You
have
a
sharp.
card? I know you're like live. But
I've given everything away. We have given away so
Okay.
much stuff. But yeah.
yeah. Listen.
So good luck with
we'll
everything,
connect.
and
We'll do a cross promotion or something.
yeah, that'd be great.
All right,
Thank you.
take care.
Have a
Good
great
luck.
day. All right. See, just checking stuff out here. Let's see here. The ugly underneath. Let's see here. What's this about? First-hand account of protecting children at the cost of doing so. All right, let's go talk to him. All right.
How are you?
Good. Hey, Scott Reisch with
Nice to
Crime
meet you,
Talk with
Scott.
Scott Reisch. We're live right now.
Oh.
Tell us about the ugly underneath. Tell us about it.
The Ugly Underneath is my first book that I wrote. I'm a retired Washington State Trooper, and I manage the missing and exploited children's task force in Washington State, and also FBI task force. So it's about my time working crimes against children, and it's also navigating the emotional toll. So it's really for law enforcement officers who are still doing that, to let them know they're not alone. And then if anyone who wants any insight into doing that work, this describes what it's really like to work those cases.
So as a practicing criminal defense attorney, I know that that's a tough tour of duty one has to do for a police officer. It takes a toll on a lot of people, but the ones that do it and stick with it are truly dedicated. I mean, it's some of the worst cases that I've ever had to handle. And I was telling somebody the other day, we did a live with them as well, that, I can look at autopsy photos and eat lunch, but the only time I ever felt nauseous is when I had to go down to ICE and look at some child exploitative material, and it just literally leaves you nauseous. It's absolutely disgusting. I mean,
Yeah, and a lot of the things you really can't unsee. But I will say, working those cases, luckily, because not everyone can, and there are a lot of people who do it. And, it's really, I hope needs to be more resources dedicated to doing that type of work, because it really is an epidemic, and a lot of people don't really understand that it's happening. But there are a lot of great people who are doing that work. And
do you know Greg from the child exploitation in Florida?
Oh, the
He's a former
Coalition Center?
yes.
we just met and talked.
Okay.
And actually, some of their people are from Washington State, which was where I'm from.
Yep.
So I did connect with them, and he's going to come by again tomorrow because we've both been busy.
Yeah.
And they're working on some really great things.
Yeah,
and
we
supporting that guy.
we did an interview with him yesterday over at our booth, and we met at a CrimeCon last year, and we said we're going to meet up again this year. And I mean, they're doing great work, and with the digital trail that people leave and their technology, I mean, it's making it a lot easier to get the bad guys off the street.
Yes, it's extremely important and to protect kids. And also right now, so I work for San Diego Unified School District. I'm an investigator there, and then we just launched our human trafficking prevention program and really built a multidisciplinary team to protect our kids, because really at schools are your first line of defense to protect your children, and we have them 8 to 10 hours a day depending on what program they have. So the team we have there, we used to all work, the majority of our team used to work crimes against children either as a prosecutor or in the AG's office doing the advocacy side, or me working the cases. Sure. So we pulled a team together to help protect our kids, and we just launched that in January, so super excited about that.
What advice would you give to parents with kids on social media these days, other than be careful and know what the heck their kids are doing out there?
I'd say that the number one way to protect your kids is to have a relationship good enough where you can have a conversation with them, where they can trust to tell you something and know they're not going to get in trouble. Because oftentimes what people will do who are groom your children, part of the grooming process is make them feel guilty and that they're a part of it, and then there's shame with it. So just so that your children
don't tell anybody, because we'll both get in trouble.
Right. And just let your children know that no matter what happens, their body is for them, and no one else should do anything with it because you feel guilty, no matter who it is. Because most of the cases I worked, it was familial. It wasn't the stranger in the creepy van. It wasn't what you see on these shows. It was familial, some gang related, but that was usually it. It wasn't stranger danger.
It's people in position of trust usually.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. And that really, working those cases, it helped me. I had to change how I spoke with my kids, and it helped me be a better parent.
And know what the heck they're doing, and don't let them have those iPads and phones in their room at night alone.
Right. Right. You're giving them, you need to know what they're doing, and then have honest conversations with them. Yep. That's the biggest thing I would say with doing the work.
All right. Well, keep up the great work. Give us a shameless plug. Where can they go to get your book, get more information?
Oh, yes. So theuglyunderneath.com. You can go there. On Amazon, if you put The Ugly Underneath in there, you'll get it right away. But theuglyunderneath.com, or my socials on Instagram or TikTok is C_Rodriguez198. And I'm also on LinkedIn. So.
Well, maybe we can hook up and we can have you on the show as well, and you can go into further about your book. That'd be great.
I would love to. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
I appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time. Thank you. Ann,
Yeah, I'm back again.
how are you?
Good.
Good. We're live on YouTube right now. You're going to be internet famous.
Hey, I'll go for it.
Do you watch Crime Talk
Yes, absolutely.
every day?
Every day.
Do you get notifications of when we go live or put up new content?
Yes, I do.
Have you hit that little bell so that you make sure that happens?
Absolutely.
Is this your first CrimeCon, or
This is my first CrimeCon, yes.
was it worth it?
Absolutely. It was wonderful.
Are you going to go to Orlando?
Hopefully.
Now, I don't get anything out of promoting CrimeCon, but isn't it just amazing how many people have this interest
It's
of
amazing.
true crime?
I was just saying that. I was just talking to somebody else about this is just a venue. We're bringing all these people together in one spot is absolutely incredible. And the stories just go on and on. It's just amazing.
If people knew how much crime went on in the world, they would lock their doors and never come out at night.
It's amazing. What I was saying is that it's a lot of positivity built on a lot of negativity, and it's just amazing to me.
Well, thank you for being a subscriber. We appreciate that.
Love it. Love it. You make it.
Well,
You make it what it is.
Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Hey.
Have a great show.
Thank you
All right?
so much.
And you're going to be on YouTube now. Look at that.
Hey, I love it.
You did great. You did great. We made your day, huh?
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, you'll have to go back and watch the live, or watch it.
Oh, I don't know how I want to see myself.
Oh, you look fabulous. You look great.
But it was fun. I don't care.
And you're bundled up because it's chilly. These convention centers are always chilly.
Yeah, it was chilly, so I put this on.
Yeah.
No,
Now, only thing that I don't love about this is there's so much walking. And I don't think I've come into this room the same way twice because it's so confusing.
It is very confusing. It is just finding here, just coming here. It's like, oh no, you're in the wrong spot. No, you got to go up and down and over, and then you'll find your way. And even then, when you come close, you're like, what did they say? Where was I supposed to go?
Yeah. And so we tell it straight. Great event. Layout left a little to be desired. Just saying, CrimeCon people. Just saying. All right.
Hey, it's worth it. It's worth every penny, everything. I just enjoyed it so much.
And we get to meet people like Ann who watch the show. It's the greatest. I'm gonna tell you, it's great to see you. Thank you.
You know, you got a very unique show, and that's what I love about it. It's has a lot of variety to it. It's extremely interesting, and it keeps you really on your edge of the seat
Leaves you coming back for more, doesn't it?
all the time.
Leaves you coming back for more. And if I miss something because I'm in trial, you miss me, don't you?
I do. I do. I really do. I'm like, oh,
See,
okay.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Julie. Kimberly, I'm sorry.
Hi.
Hi. We saw you yesterday.
Yeah. We've been watching your channel for so long. Did she already get it?
No, we're live.
Okay. We've been watching your channel for so long, and we've learned so many things. Not just about law, but a lot of things about crime, a lot of things about life. And your love for lovely Miss Kristen is really a positive thing.
Isn't she great?
She is.
She's great.
Her daughter too. She's
And
beautiful
Annika,
too.
She helps. She set all this up, made it all happen. I just show up. You know, because I'm just the talent. You know
Yeah, but when you say that to Miss Kristen, she gives you the credit. I know she does.
Listen, I just sit in front of the camera and look pretty.
Yeah.
Everything else is couldn't happen with all the people that do the behind the scenes stuff. I assure you of that.
Well, you're a lucky guy.
So, and is this your first CrimeCon?
No, I've been coming for several years.
You gonna go to Orlando?
Since the beginning, though.
Well, thank you.
Since the Chris Watts case, remember that?
I remember.
I'm from Utah with all the crazy cases.
Exactly. You guys, something in the water in Utah lately.
Yeah, I know. Last year you said, "Isn't there a case there?" And I go, "There's about 6."
And just when you thought it was over, Utah just keeps on giving, don't they?
We turned into Florida or something. I'm not sure.
I know we're gonna. I mean, most of our dumb criminals come from Florida,
That's what I thought.
but all the serious
But look
cases
at
come
all-
from Utah.
Look at all the crazies. I know.
Well, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Enjoy the show.
Good to see
Thank
you guys again. Love listening
Thank
to
you.
your.
All right. Let's see who's this. Do we know who this is? I don't know. But they look very serious. Who's this? Oh no, I don't need to do that. News Nation. Have we heard? I think I saw. Was Ashley Banfield walking around here earlier? I don't recall. No, maybe it was Laura Ingle that we saw walking around here earlier. How are you? I'm Scott. Crime Talk with Scott Reisch. We're live right now. So you guys have you guys discuss true crime almost as much as we do.
We do, yes.
Tell us a little bit about what your lineup. I saw Laura Ingle walking around here.
Jesse here, actually meeting people. Laura Ingle was here earlier, and we had Marnie Hughes here earlier, and she does our missing segment, where she highlights cold cases and people submit their stories for her to put on air and try to get leads on it.
I think somebody from your people have contacted. They were going to have us on, but for some reason it never worked out. So you should consider us. I mean, practicing criminal defense attorney. If you can't trust that, who can you trust? I mean, we just give it to you straight.
Yep. Sounds great.
So it's just a shameless plug for us. All right, Have a great show.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. Jesse. Okay. All right. Hold on here. Let's see if we can get Jesse. What's his? Jesse. Let's see here. We'll see if you can sign it. Do you have the Sharpie?
You probably have.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. We're waiting for Jesse Weber, the host of Jesse Weber Live. We're waiting. We're all big fans. Let's see here. He's got all these super fans waiting, but little does he know, Little do they know that. Now, there's somebody over there I don't want to butt in front of. She looks like she's been waiting. Hey, she was here first. You better talk to her first. I love it. All right, Jesse. Scott Reisch with Crime Talk with Scott Reisch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Big fan. I've seen your show.
Thank you.
I like it. Can you sign this for us?
You got it.
To Scott. We're going to hang it up in the Crime Talk studios.
Ooh.
Just to Scott, Jesse Weber, your biggest fan.
I love it. Where are you from?
Denver. So we have a little podcast. We're not as big as you, but we've got I don't know 800,000 on all 800,000
awesome.
subscribers
That's
on
awesome.
all the things.
That's awesome. You work together?
Yeah. So this is the lovely Miss Kristen,
Okay.
and she helps with media. She
Gotcha.
makes it all happen. When
That's
you're
awesome.
you know how it is when you're the talent, right? You just show up and look pretty, right?
And listen, man. I mean, I'm following your lead. You look good. I don't know. That's awesome. So, what topics do you focus on?
We follow we do a daily show. We cover all the new stuff in the news, obviously, that comes up. We do a little segment, This Day in Legal History. Then we do a little legal quote of the day. And then our favorite that people keep coming back for is the dumb criminal of the day. Have you heard about it?
I haven't heard about it, but I'm not surprised because there's a lot of them out there, isn't there?
You can't make this stuff up.
You can't as much as you want to, you can't make it up.
Exactly. And
I
I
know.
tell these people, just when
Well,
you think you've
don't-
heard it
don't-
all.
Don't give them advice on how to be a better criminal.
No, we always tell everybody, don't commit crime.
Don't commit
but
crime.
if you're gonna commit crime, you got to lawyer up and say lawyer.
Yeah.
I mean,
So what's the format of your show? Do you do like interviews? Is it just you talking? Like, what is it?
it's mostly me talking. Oftentimes we have
He's
interesting
got a good.
people
By the way,
on.
he's got a very good voice. I would follow this.
We've got we have interesting people on, but mostly it's just me talking about the news. I got a busy law practice, so just do this
What
on
kind
a
of law do
daily
you practice?
basis. Criminal defense primarily. So I give you the perspective, and oftentimes I got to say, we like to root for the underdog, but sometimes the evidence, it kind of leans towards the prosecution.
Yeah. Hey,
I mean,
listen.
you know how it is.
I do know how it is, and I see a lot of those cases. Look, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, even though there are times you're like, I may predict which way that's going, but that's awesome.
We
I'm so
always
happy.
tell everybody they're given the presumption of innocence.
800,000. That's a big deal. That's awesome.
We give everybody the presumption of innocence until they're either plead guilty or convicted
Yeah.
by a jury of their peers. But oftentimes, we got to say, it doesn't look good. Like when that DNA evidence shows up on the K-bar and underneath the body. That's a problem.
If I would have done my best Keith Morrison impression of, oh, that pesky DNA, but
Pesky DNA.
Yeah.
We use that line all the time.
I
That
know.
pesky
I
DNA
know,
gets them every time.
I know.
And it's always the defendant's own words that get them. Would you agree?
100%. And the defense attorney will try every which way to make sure those statements do not come in front of a jury. But it's always an uphill battle.
So we always like to go to the actual pleadings, because we like to get it straight from them. And you always can tell what the defense's problems are by what they're filing to. They look at it and say, what evidence do I need to make go away, right? A motion to suppress, the evidence, the statements.
By the way, we talked about this in the Tepe case. So we did a panel yesterday. It was Long Crime in Court TV, our first panel, by the way, altogether. And I was talking about the potential defenses in the Michael McKee case. And I was like, half that battle is going to be trying to get rid of any evidence coming in through the search warrants and the affidavits. And I think the past allegations about him being abusive, maybe they'll say it's too prejudicial. So I think half that battle is going to be making sure nothing comes into trial. And by the way, he's represented by Diane Menashe, who's an amazing criminal defense attorney.
I know, but sometimes even the best attorneys can't make it all just disappear.
I know. Do you have a tagline? I feel like we need a tagline for you.
The end of our show, we always say, I've got a little sign in my little bookcase behind me, and I point to it and I say, the Constitution matters.
That's lawyer. Constitution matters. I like that.
You should
That's
check
good.
us out.
I will.
You should
I
check
will.
Now, if I was as good looking as you, I'd have a headshot like that.
I
I'm not as.
I didn't even know they were making these.
I mean, look at the ruggedly handsome good looks, and I thought I was the one with the ruggedly handsome good looks.
It's all AI. It's all AI. It's all AI.
Well,
But,
thanks for
so
taking
much.
the time. I appreciate it.
Thanks for
I mean,
coming on.
seriously, everybody helps everybody. It's all good. Have a good day. All right, Oh wait, hold on.
I just want to tell you, I am a big fan.
Thank you.
And I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Start making shirts that have allegedly on it.
We can
And
do
you
that.
will
You're looking
sell
at
out.
you're looking at our
I
media
love that.
director.
Anyway, I love
All right, hold on.
you.
You're live on YouTube right now.
For real? Oh, I'm so
So
sorry.
tell me your name and where you're from.
Barry, and I'm from Agora Hills in California.
And how long you been watching Crime Talk?
Probably about a year and a half.
Do you watch it every day?
Every day. I'm a big fan. I just want to tell you that.
Well, thank you. I mean, it wouldn't be possible without you watching. So I appreciate you.
Anyway, I just appreciate the fact that you guys took the time to come. I just want to shake your
Oh,
hand. young
thank
man.
you.
It's a pleasure meeting
I mean, I'm not as good looking as Jesse Weber, but should I get headshots for next year?
you. Yes.
I could sign them and do that.
You know what? It's really strange, but there's a sense of familiarity for all of us because we see you guys all the time, and so we feel like we know you. So I just want to tell you, you just seem like a very nice person.
Well, thank you. Thank you, because not everybody says that, but thank you.
Really mean that. Thank you again. So allegedly.
Allegedly.
Next year.
All right.
Put it out on the thing. Just say there was somebody that said allegedly, and now we're selling the T-shirt.
It'll be in the Crime Talk store by next week, so go check it out.
For real?
Give me 72 hours.
Oh, I had no idea. Thank you.
Thank you for the idea.
And I'll have to tell my sister. She's gonna be so disappointed that she missed you.
You're not going to want a commission on it, are you?
No, not at
I can have it free of charge, copyright free.
all. I get to see and watch you free of charge, so it's mutual.
Send Annika an email, and we'll send you a complimentary shirt. How's that?
You're so sweet. Thank
All right.
you. Thank you again. I
And who is
appreciate
this?
it.
Is this?
This is one of my close friends that I came with.
You sure you don't want to be on TV?
Anyway, thank you again.
Thank you.
It's a
Thank
pleasure
you.
meeting
No, thank you.
Thanks, guys. I'll
All
see
right.
you later.
I don't know if you came by our booth, but we literally
I
gave
did.
away everything we
Oh, you
had.
did?
Yeah.
I just saw a woman, and she told me they went for lunch, and when they got back, the entire booth was empty.
We gave it all away. We brought
These are
all
people
the
just taking.
3,000 little keychain tags, the little notebooks, all gone. And here we are. I mean, yesterday we were rationing them to get through today, and now they're all gone. We couldn't try it.
I
So
find
what do you love
people
about
very
CrimeCon?
obnoxious.
Is this your first
I-
time?
Oh, this is my first time I've ever come. But what I love about your little show is you do like little segments, and I just love that. And when I'm not interested in one of your segments, I go to where there's like a little space. You know how you can fast forward a little bit?
Yeah.
Anyway.
We like to give timestamps so people can get with what they want to
I'm
watch.
obsessed with certain shows. Like, you know, anything with Brian Kohlberger, I'm right there.
Well, hey, we who called Brian Kohlberger saying he was going to plead guilty?
Yeah.
This guy.
You called it?
Who? I did.
I have to tell you, I didn't realize that.
I did. And
I never saw that coming.
who said Alec Murdoch was going to get a new trial?
And he got a new trial.
This guy. It's almost like I know maybe a little bit what I'm talking about.
But I do have to tell you, when I watch you, I know, are you a lawyer by day? Like,
Yes.
so I never know how you have time to do all this. Because if I had that real job, this would be like, I'd be too fatigued by the end of my day.
Someday it's tough. Some days I'm writing scripts while I'm in court waiting to get my case called. Yeah.
And you still maintain a level of being interesting. So I just,
Well, because we have people that are expecting a show every day. People call if I miss a show and ask, is Scott okay? We missed a show.
they actually do that?
They do that.
You think they were paying for it?
I know it's free, right? All I have to do is just hit that little like button and it
Thank
helps
you
out.
again.
Thank
It was
you.
really nice meeting
Nice
you.
meeting you.
I'll continue watching.
All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Who do I email?
Yeah.
My mom can give it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll send you because you got the great idea. So we got to do it, right?
Thank you so much.
All right.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, she's doing a media segment.
And
Just
I'll be
back off.
honest,
Just back off.
My,
She's
my sister, who she's talking to, it was her idea. She goes, too bad that guy doesn't have something that says allegedly. Because I said, Terry, I go, you know, it's Scott. I go, he's the one that always says allegedly. She goes, God, I wish he had a T-shirt that said allegedly.
I understand.
Just
Thank
wanted
you.
to say thank you. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, we'll get you that T-shirt, okay? I love it. I love it. All right, we're continuing to walk around here. Let's see here. A lot of drinking going on. True crime. Hey. So my name is Scott of Crime Talk with Scott Reisch.
Yeah.
Tell me about CrimeCast.
Yeah, True Crime Cast. We started in 2017 from Kentucky. We've been doing this for almost a decade now, I guess. So we have hundreds of episodes in the backlog, a lot of small town stuff. Try to bring a fresh perspective of not just digging into the publicity around cases and getting to the personal level of the people involved.
That's great. How'd you get started?
Listening to other shows. There's so many awesome shows here we were fans of, and a friend and I would sit and talk about cases, and we said, hey, let's buy a microphone and see what happens.
Is it as easy as everybody thinks it is?
No chance. It is not as easy for the time commitment that it looks like, but also just the tenacity of sticking with it. It's tough
Now,
to get going.
and this has probably made you completely independently wealthy and, right?
I still have a day job. So
Same here.
Yeah, we're still working toward that being full-time creator, but no, it's a grind, but it's worth it.
So you have a podcast. You have a YouTube channel?
We put our podcast on YouTube, audio only, because we have faces for radio.
Listen, I mean, we just saw Brian Weber, and he's got headshots.
Yeah.
And like I said, if I had his good looks, I'd probably have a headshot too, right?
Yeah.
But we do a show. People get beyond the looks. You should try it. But
Yeah,
here's
we
a
should.
A shameless plug. Where do they go to find CrimeCast?
Yeah, True Crimecast. You can find us on any social media at True Crimecast. Email us at truecrimecast@gmail.com. You can find it anywhere you find podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so forth. And we have these wonderful pins. If you are at CrimeCon, that
look at these
they've been a big hit.
I like it. I like the little syringe thing there. That's very cool.
I would probably check that in my bag. I wouldn't try to carry it on, but that's totally up to you guys.
Hey, our little thing, they thought it was a bludgeon going through TSA. So I understand.
Totally get that.
And then you look at it like, well, we thought it was a bludgeon. No, it's a stand. It expands.
Yeah, it's
Trust
for entertainment. Yeah.
I'm not going to try to attack the cockpit like somebody did yesterday on Wisconsin. Yeah.
Yeah. That always happens when we're here, right? Like people, like we get away and everybody thinks they can misbehave because all the crime people are here.
Because they think we're not watching.
Right. We're watching.
Little do they know there's like 9,000 people that are watching.
Always watching. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the
Thank
time.
you all so much. Appreciate it.
True Crime Cast.
True Crimecast.
Go check it out on all the major.
Anywhere, any social media, any podcast distributor, and
Okay.
we'll would love to connect and hear some case recommendations or get some feedback.
All right. Well, I'm a firm believer that nobody should have sharp elbows.
Yeah.
We all help each other out.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's why we're just kind of walking around, helping
Yeah.
everybody.
That's why we're here. Such a wonderful community.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
So we've got between Facebook and YouTube about 800,000 subscribers. So hopefully we can get you guys a few new downloads there.
Awesome.
All right?
We appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you so
All right.
much. Thank
Go
you.
check it out. Crime Talk with Scott Reisch.
Absolutely.
You'll love it.
Oh,
You'll love
already
it.
do. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have as ruggedly handsome good looks as Brian Weber with a headshot, but
We'll get there.
we're working on
We're
it.
working on it. Yeah. Thank you all so much.
All right, let's go here. Let's see here. What else have we got? Let's see here.
It's a
Okay.
podcast about missing persons, and this is some of the family.
Okay. All right.
James, do you mind meeting Scott? Tell us
James.
about what you're
Yeah,
doing.
throw the gum away. It's okay. We'll wait. Scott with Crime Talk with Scott Reisch. Pleasure to meet you. We're going live here. You're live on YouTube and
Hey, live
Facebook,
YouTube, Facebook.
And everything else.
Yeah.
Tell us about Hide and Seek.
Hide and Seek is a podcast I created. It focuses on missing person cases only, and I devote the entire season to investigating that one case. So I've gone through 4 seasons. We have Nancy Moyer, Logan Schindelman, Brittany Wallace-Shank, and Shane Barton. And each case, we devote the entire season to it until we figure out what happens, or at least push the envelope as far as we can. We work with the family, with law enforcement, and we try to focus on cases that don't garnish a ton of media attention, and they're cold.
Yeah. So what you're saying is there's lots of missing cases out there where somebody, his daughter doesn't happen to host a national television show that doesn't get the notoriety of cases. So you take a look at that, right?
Yes, correct. Actually, Brittany Walsh is one of those cases I would actually use as a reference or example. And while we were here at CrimeCon, we did a presentation this morning at 9 o'clock, and Brittany's dad was able to be there. So to have him in on stage, and Tad DeBias, who's the prosecuting attorney, was there to assist how do we tackle cases where we got no body? right? That's a challenging task. So what kind of circumstantial evidence do you look for, and how do you proceed in that? So it's been a great experience.
Well, as a practicing criminal defense attorney, it helps. It helps if you have a body, not impossible, but it's much more difficult because they're going to say, well, how do you know she just didn't walk away, run away, doesn't want to be found, right?
Right.
So
You know the cause, you don't have a knife, you don't have anything. The most important thing is the body, right?
Yep. It certainly helps. Not impossible, but it helps.
Yes. Yeah.
So give us, you know, the shameless plug for your podcast.
Well,
any YouTube channels, anything you got, so that people can go check it out.
Yeah. On any podcast platform. So if you're on Apple Podcast or Apple, Spotify, if you Patreon, if we have a Patreon account, people can support us on as well. It's just Hide and Seek Podcast, and then anywhere you get your podcast, honestly, you can find Hide and Seek.
Great. Thank you for taking the time. I hope you had a good show. Sounds like things are going well for you. Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate
All right. Thank you. All right. How are you? Let's see here. You're an author. We're live on YouTube. My name is Scott Reisch with Crime Talk with Scott Reisch, practicing criminal defense attorney. We have a podcast, YouTube, all that stuff. Why are you here at CrimeCon?
Well, my name's Stephen J. Gianangelo. I'm an author and a adjunct professor with the University of Illinois in Springfield.
Okay, and you've written a couple of books. Tell us about those.
This one book, Real Life Monsters, this is the actual text for my class for serial murder. Also teach forensic psychology in the criminal justice system. The other books are, the most recent one is Irresistible Impulses, which is about serial killers and their use of the insanity defense. And it sort of focuses on John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Ted Bundy.
Sounds interesting. I mean, obviously some bad guys, right?
Yes, they are, and they're all hard to understand. And that's what these books are about. They're mostly about abnormal psychology, developmental psychology, and it fits in a lot of categories.
Would you say a lot of these guys that commit these serial type homicides, I've represented a couple that have committed multiple murders, and some people would say, in a layman's terms, they're just not wired right. Would you agree with that?
I think that's one way to look at it. I think one thing that I found from speaking to serial killers in person is that they've made it very clear to me that while a lot of people like to think there might be some sort of cookie cutter explanation for serial killers, they're very different from each other. And some of them aren't wired right. Some of them are born that way. Some of them are a result of their history and their experiences. I think the key to every serial killer is to figure out how they're different from other serial killers.
So one of the serial killers that just pled guilty was Rex Heuermann of the Gilgo Beach. Have you followed that case at all?
It's very interesting that he finally did plead guilty. I suppose after Kohlberger, that was eventually going to happen. So yeah, it's great to see that case finally solved. We've talked about that case for 10 years in my classroom saying, I wonder who this guy is. So very interesting.
And, you know, professional white male that his family's basically clueless, right?
Absolutely, yeah. But you know what? There's a lot about him that's very much like the old school serial killers. Unlike these days, you know, it's very interesting to see him come forward and find out who he is. That's an interesting case, big time.
I agree. I can't wait for sentencing to see what he actually says as far as, does he apologize? Does he give some explanation as to why he did it? Like, just can't control his impulses, maybe?
It could be interesting. I mean, you know, you had somebody like Dahmer who stood in front of the courtroom and apologized as sincerely as he possibly could. And other times you get them, they don't give you any satisfaction whatsoever. So yeah, let's have some popcorn and see what they have to say.
It's going to be interesting. Well, thank you for taking the time. Where can people go to buy your books?
My website is killerinsightsllc.com, and you can get any of my books there. I have 4 books out, and contact me there if you're interested in getting something signed. Let me know and I can send it out.
All right. Maybe we'll have you on the show. Would you be willing to do that?
Absolutely.
All right. We'll have Annika get in touch with you. You have a card?
Works for me. Yes, I do.
It's Scott Reisch. We'll be in touch. I think it'd be an interesting interview. Thank you.
Excellent.
All right. Here you go. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, were you looking for me or somebody else? Okay. Well, you're live. You're live. So tell me your name and where you're from.
Suzanne Johnson from Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Right.
I'm Linda Burns, also from Austin, Texas.
And what brings you here?
Well, we're best friends. We love true crime. It's our first year at CrimeCon, and it's awesome. We love it.
Admit it. Did you come just to see me?
We did. We've been looking for you, man.
Yeah, high and low.
Yeah, finally.
Did you come to the booth yesterday? We had all the free giveaways, but they went so fast.
We did not. We missed
it.
Well,
Sure you don't have some more stuff somewhere?
I think we're literally out of. We brought, I think, 3,000 of our little tags, the little crime talk, gone. The little books, gone.
Wow, that's
We
great.
were rationing after the first day.
Yeah, that's great. You don't have to pack them up and take them home. That's great.
That is kind of the good thing because they were a pain to get here. I mean, lugging them across all this carpet. It was.
Right? That's right. Well, yeah, we love your show. We love this show. We love everything. We're just having a great time.
Well, that is great. What did you think of CrimeCon? You going to go to the next one?
I think
Yes,
so,
we're
yeah.
thinking about it for
Definitely.
sure.
We're trying to
We're
get
having a lot
invited
of
as
fun.
diamond members.
You got to spend the bucks. We've been talking to a Diamond member, and they get a pretty good treatment, like first class, private meetings, meetups, meet and greets. You got to spend the money, but it sounds like it's worth it.
One private meeting. That was it.
We're platinum.
Each. Yeah.
We're
We
in the
got one
platinum
private,
VIP.
but that, yeah, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, we're
Gotta
really
go-
loving it.
Go to the Diamond level. I think that's the big one. And I don't get any commission from CrimeCon. Now, the only thing I would say about this particular CrimeCon is the layout was a little confusing.
Yes, we agree. I've heard a lot
absolutely.
of people say that.
And the volunteers don't know. I mean, like
They're
they're like,
confused,
ask
some of
me,
them.
you know, and they're
Yeah.
like, we ask them, like, yeah, I don't know where the merch is. I don't
Every-
know where the expo is.
Every time I leave this room, I need breadcrumbs to make sure I try to find my way back.
Oh, it's a good
terrible.
thing they were giving away popcorn. I mean, good grief.
So it's crazy. So well, thank
it's
you.
good to meet you.
So much.
Thank you. Watch the show. You know,
We will.
you know the drill. Subscribe if you haven't. Like if you do.
We'll
Leave
do
me a
that
comment
too.
below and hit that little bell for notifications.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes YouTube messes with us and wipes off all the
Really?
subscribers.
No
Yes.
wonder. Okay.
Yeah, people say that I went to check. You're not in my feed anymore. Like, did you?
That has happened to me before too. Not necessarily with your channel, but others. Yeah.
We've also found if you buy a new phone, and you don't go into the settings for notifications for that particular channel,
Yeah.
it wipes it out.
Yeah,
It turns
on
it
your
off.
device, you
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's a public service announcement for everybody out there.
So we got to do it every time.
Thank you.
Well, have a great show. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Oh, we're going this way.
We talked to Chris. She's starting a new podcast
Okay.
on crime, so let's help her kick it off.
All right. Let's go meet Chris.
And then we'll go to Mike King.
All right.
This is
Chris,
Right.
I'm
Hi.
Scott.
Nice to meet
Crime
you.
Talk with
We've met
Scott Reisch.
before.
We met, I
Yes,
think,
we met.
last year, didn't we?
Was it Denver or
Denver, I think, or maybe
I think it was Nashville.
Nashville.
Yes.
So tell us about Chris on Crime.
Yes, I'm Chris on Crime. I am started as a true crime creator, and I got into this industry because on June 9th, 2012, my aunt Sadie Butler was murdered, and we've been waiting for 14 years for justice, but we finally got a new detective on the case this year. So I will be starting a podcast called Crimes of Caliber on the 14-year anniversary, June 9th, and I will be covering underrepresented cases.
Well, there's plenty of those to go around for sure. Not everybody has, a daughter that happens to be on a national television show. So a lot of people don't get and no, that's great that happens. But for most people, they're lucky to get a district attorney or victim advocate to call them back.
Absolutely. And it's really hard for women, especially because sometimes when women go missing, they ran away or they believe there was someone else. But there are people really out there missing who don't get any attention at all. And we need coverage. We need voices speaking out for those people.
Well, great. Where can people find you?
You can find me on every platform at Chris on Crime, ChrisonCrime.
Is that podcasting? Do you have a YouTube channel as well?
I have YouTube, every platform, and my podcast, Crimes of Caliber, you can find online. I will post my first episode on June 9th.
Well, we look forward to listening to
Yes,
it.
thank you. It's so good to see you again.
Good seeing you. Yeah,
Yes.
I remember we
Yes,
Weren't
we
you like an FBI or something?
No, no, I was working on a case, an upcoming case that I was just kind of dropping in on a, high level, because I did a lot of research, but hopefully we will get some big information soon. I did cover the Savannah Guthrie and, case, but
We all did.
what
just-
happened,
Yeah, what happened? I mean, burglary gone bad. I didn't buy the ransom thing at all.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't have that type of money sitting around, so maybe they do, but to ask for that much and then never have any communication again, that was kind of a rake in the yard, so.
As a practicing criminal defense attorney, I've represented a couple of cases over the years where it's been ransom, kidnapping for ransom, and they want the money. They don't send it to some third party trying to get it. That was my gut experience. Something's not right at all. Burglary gone bad. I don't know. We may never know for sure, but hopefully we find something out.
Yes, Nancy Guthrie, we hope she makes it home or we get some answers in the case, but if there's something foul or, something on the back end, I hope we find that out too, because there has been a lot of attention given to this case when we could have lots of eyes on other people. So.
Absolutely. Well, good luck.
Thank you so much.
Go check her out. Chris on Crime. Go check her out. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Real quick. And Mike King again. God, like a bad penny. You just keep showing up, don't you?
How are you doing, Scott?
Good.
How's the show?
We're live again. We're just kind of walking around, talking to people. Anything you want to say before?
I do have something I want to say. Can I hold the mic?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Annika, come here. I just want you to know that every time I see this beautiful girl, I light up. She is the most dynamic, inspiring person I've ever seen. Tell me what's happening in school.
Well, I graduated about a year ago from University of Arizona, and now I'm working for Scott full-time as his media and marketing director. So I'm having a lot of fun.
Is it terrifying working for him? Because I found the idea of him interrogating me would absolutely turn my stomach. I would be so nervous.
I'm a harmless little fuzzball.
Well,
Get in here, Dad.
I'm on his good side. And it's a lot of fun. I've learned like an incredible amount of stuff about just the legal process and all of that stuff. And so every day is a new thing.
And do you know how to push every button that he has?
I know what pushes them. I stay far away from it though.
Do you?
I have a question for you.
Okay.
So we were just over there seeing Jesse Weber.
Oh, what a great guy.
Now, where's your headshot?
How can you have a headshot if Jesse Weber has one? You can't even stand up next to them.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, if I looked this good, I'd have a headshot too.
Angelique, come here. You know what? There's somebody, Scott, you have to meet from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Scott Reisch of Crime Talk with Scott Reisch.
And we're doing live. So
Oh my
we're
goodness! Oh great!
I was just
My
asking.
mouth.
I was
I've
just
got-
asking him. I said we were just over talking to Jesse Weber,
Mhm.
and I said, "Where's your headshot, Mike?"
Yeah.
That is not right. You are not right.
And my hearing's so bad, I thought he said, "Where's your head shop?"
I gotta go. I gotta go.
Hey,
Good seeing
it's
you.
so fun seeing you.
It's always a great time.
I'm a little bit unhappy about the sell of the airplane. Because I had promises of someone flying over and fishing at the cabin with me, and now he's going to have to make the drive across the Colorado Rockies.
We still have friends with planes. We can figure something out.
Okay. See you, Scott.
Good seeing you. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. The dating detective. What is that about? Yeah, let's go down and we'll come back over here. Let's take a look here. The dating detective, 10 to life. This lady apparently had lines. Annie Elise. Sorry. True Crime and Wine. Let's see here. Court TV. Never heard of them. Let's see what they're about. How you doing? Reisch with Crime Talk with Scott Reisch. We're live on our YouTube channel right now.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Court TV, never heard of you. What do you guys do?
Yeah, just a couple trials every now and then. No big deal. Yeah, I mean, we've Court TV and Long Crime teamed up this year, so now we're one big happy family. We're doing it from the case to the chase to the case. So Long Crime picks up the story, feature a news breaking story, and then transition to the Court TV side when they're on trial, and we see the whole process. So yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Sounds like a monopoly to me.
Yeah. Well, it's about everything. All the mergers and everything else. It's all becoming one. Yeah. No, we're happy partners in crime. So.
All right. Well, Crime Talk with Scott Reisch. We're, we stream your trials. We stream trials too.
Yeah.
But we do a daily show. You should check us out.
Yeah, absolutely.
What kind of free merch you got here? What are we giving away?
Yeah, we got some magnets and
carabiners,
stickers, and post-it notes, and then we have the Long Crime booth behind us.
All right, because we don't believe in sharp elbows. We think we can all help everybody out. We'll put this up in the studio.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah,
we got the syringe. We got the syringe pen
that's really cool. Yeah.
and the Court TV magnet there. So there you go.
Good combo.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk with us. Okay, here's Lib. Is she live? Are you live? Are you live? Hi. Scott Reisch, Crime Talk with Scott Reisch. You actually host our podcast.
Yes, we do.
And little known fact, but we just went over 3 million downloads while we were here.
Oh, fantastic.
It's all because of you.
Congratulations.
You guys are the ones that did it.
They're coming for you. We're just giving you the platform to do it.
And so everybody who wants to start a podcast,
Yes.
you can do it. I highly recommend Libsyn. You guys have been there from the beginning for us. And now you actually pay us money.
We do. We bought a whole company to bring in, and we've got the best ad sales people that will sell your podcast.
Because for years, I didn't make any money. And now you guys pay me money. And I make more than what I pay you to host it. It's great.
That's the dream. You are living the dream.
I am living the American dream because of Libsyn.
Yes.
You guys, you're welcome. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Now, seriously, if you're going to start a podcast, anybody can do it. You got a phone, you got a mic, you don't even need a mic. Go to Libsyn and you can set it up so it goes to every podcasting app seamlessly.
Yep.
And it's so easy. Even Frank, the hardest working man in entertainment that works in my office, does it every day before he leaves to make sure it gets posted.
Well, we are a one-stop shop.
I know.
You release it to all the major audio platforms, and now you can also release it to all the video platforms as well through us.
Look at this. I took a screenshot of it.
YouTube's always been there.
I took a screenshot. Look, 3 million downloads. Look at that.
Nice. Congratulations.
It's because of you guys.
No, it's because of you.
Well,
You know what you did that other people haven't done?
Go for it.
They hit the publish button. You hit the publish button and you got it started.
Yeah, it's a little scary at first. I'm not going to lie, but it's, you just got to do it. You just got to do it. And like I said, you guys helped me out and now you guys pay me.
I like
Best.
that. I like
That's
that
the
we're paying.
best. I mean, it took a while. That's all right. I mean, you had to put in the work, right? Nothing's easy. You got to put in the work. But like I said, it's nice when I pay you every month and you pay me every month. That's the best.
That is the best.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Maybe
Good to see you.
maybe you guys can put us a little better in the algorithm, a little more feed now that we gave you such a good plug. There's nothing's for free. All right. It's always about the money. We always say it. It's always about the money. And when they say it's not about the money, then you know it's about the money, right? So.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Well, thank you. And seriously, I mean, you saw it. You saw the screenshot.
I know, I did.
You're my people.
Happy to be your people.
See? Little shameless plug there. So where do they go to sign up and start this?
Libsyn.com. That's all you have to do.
Are there different plans that people can have?
There are a few different plans. You can start at a basic plan for $8 all the way up to a pro plan.
I think I'm on the pro, but see that everybody, $8 a month, you can start your own podcast, and maybe you'll go viral and you have 1 million downloads every episode, or it takes a little while to get 3 million, but we did it. I was, for some reason, I don't know why, but I kept watching that 3 million, like we're getting close. At first it was a million, then it was 3. So here we are.
The best place to start, I would say, is a $25 plan,
Okay.
because that gives you advanced statistics. It unlocks Apple Video. It unlocks Spotify Video. So it gives you a little bit more without having to break the bank.
I mean, it's worth it. It's so worth it. And it's amazing how easy it is to use. Even I've done it a couple of times when Frank wasn't there to do it for me. So super easy. Thank you for all your help. Seriously, I mean, I know there's other companies out there, but I don't know how we decided on you, but I think it was super easy to use, and we like simple. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
You too.
And you're YouTube famous now.
Oh, great.
Go to Libsyn, start your own podcast. Listen, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So go for it. All right. Where are we going now?
We can go this way or to Gigi.
Let's go back and see Gigi. All right. What's that?
Your biggest fan.
Oh, what's her name?
So relaxed.
I know. Hey, we're live. So why don't you tell us your name, where you're from?
My name's Dina Garbus. I'm from Chicagoland.
Dina from Chicago. How long have you been watching Crime Talk?
Since the CW, Chris Watts. So that was what, 2017?
17, 18, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you came to Crime Talk to check it out?
Yes.
Because we had the best reporting?
Yes, and you guys had me hooked ever since.
The reporting and analysis? Now, this is not your first CrimeCon, correct?
No, Nashville was my first one, 2024.
Okay, now also let's take a look at your tag here. All right. What have you got hanging there?
My Crime Talk official tag. That I
Right.
visit Crime Talk, and I went to a station as area because I'm a Crime Talk aficionada. Yes.
But look, she is a Diamond VIP. Now I get nothing from this, but tell us what you get for being a Diamond VIP.
Just meeting everybody and just like everybody else. I mean, I don't know.
You're a CrimeCon insider, admit it.
Okay, maybe.
She knows everybody. She's talked to everybody, and they know who she is because, well, she's a diamond.
Well, I don't know. I just put myself out there, I guess, but I make the diamond worth everything. So every moment counts for me. So that's all.
All right, and we're gonna see you in Florida next year.
Yes, I'll be there.
Over a year now for the next one.
I believe it. They do that every so often. It's like a gap, yeah. Because they have a cruise this year coming up. That's why. So
Are you going on the cruise?
yes.
Well, maybe we should go on the cruise. Where's the
It's
lovely
really
Miss?
laid back and relaxing, the cruise. It's a really nice, relaxing cruise that's laid back. It's more intimate, and then you get to vacation and go to the pool, but you have your own schedule. It's a small group, and there's a whole cruise still going on around it, but it's a nice schedule. You don't have to go on it. You could do what you want, but if you want to be a part of it, it's great, and it's nice and quaint, and it's relaxing and fun.
Now I've been on 2 cruises. One when I was like 18, and the other one we went to the Mediterranean on Norwegian, and we paid a little extra for the higher end stuff, like 2 butlers and private everything. Can we get that if we go to CrimeCon?
I mean, I guess I don't go do that. Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
guess so. Yeah.
All right.
You can. I'm sure you can. I just get my ticket and just go and enjoy and make the best of it, you know. Yeah,
Now you also had some big news, right?
about what?
Grandchild.
Yes, I have a grandchild now. I'm a grandma.
And,
Proud grandma.
What's the name?
I don't know if she wants me to put it out there.
Okay, fine. We won't. You don't have to do that, but
She might be shy, but yeah, but she's my first granddaughter, and she's my princess, and I love you.
you got a spoiler.
It's already started,
I love it.
even before she was born. So, but now she's here, and I'm loving it, and it's a blessing.
Is she gonna come on the cruise?
No, she's just born.
Well, maybe the next CrimeCon in Orlando. There's Disney World there, you know.
Maybe. Let's see if they want to come, but I don't know.
All right.
Let's see if they want to. That would be great.
All right. Well, thank you for taking
Thank
the
you
time.
so much. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Dina from Chicago. It's great. We've seen her at every CrimeCon I think we've been at least. And anyway, it's just been absolutely great. She's great. She is always come on. I said that she was a great fan. She, you know, it's just really, really, really great. All right, let's go over here. We got Gigi. There's the family. We're live. Hi. You're looking so sharp today. Dressed so nice. Like you speaking or something? Or
No,
what?
I just decided that I would dress up one day instead of wearing my shirt out and everything. Just spiff up for a day.
I understand, and I love your accent. You know, I'm a Midwest guy from Colorado, but I love a good Southern accent. So
I've had more compliments on that. Matter of fact, there's a couple on the other end down there. They said, "We just want to come sit and listen to you talk."
I know there's something about a good Southern accent. Like when I lived in South Carolina, that was all new to me, and then you just get so used to it, and it's so calming and just calms everybody down. And you're moving kind of a little bit of Southern time. We'll get to it. No rush.
We don't get in a hurry in the South. We just take life.
It's too damn hot.
That's right. Yeah. The more you move, the more you sweat. So be still.
Exactly. So you got to pace yourself, right? We'll get it done, and it always gets done. It's just maybe not exactly when yourself.
Yeah, battery.
Oh, I took her iPad today. I went every aisle, stopped and interacted with the patrons, and I think her gang loved it because you're sitting here in a fixed position, looking at one thing. I said, "Come on, let's take a ride." So we took off.
All right. So obviously we know you're the parents of Gigi.
Yeah.
And she's pretty smart, and she goes around and gives us all the great analysis. But who really runs the show, you or her?
I would say she runs the show. We're here for support. We're actually shelf stalkers. When this gets low, we stock. So we're stock hands.
Well, you're the best dressed stock hand that I've seen here today. You look great.
He looks like a high roller.
I know, doesn't he? I mean, they're gonna start telling him we signed the marker at the craps table.
I know. People come to see them
Yeah,
first.
here's your 50,000 in chips, sir.
Yeah.
Gigi, how are you?
Scott, I'm good. Hey, everybody.
We're live. We're just going around talking to everybody.
Yeah,
just giving a plug to.
My laptop died today, so I'm not live anymore. So sorry for those of y'all that were watching. Yeah, it was like we're done, girl.
Have you had a great CrimeCon?
It's always a blast because you get to thank the people that let you do what you do in person, and that's the biggest thing for me, is once a year get to because we wouldn't be where we were without our people.
I know.
I would have to get a real job, and a job I would hate. So I'm just to be able to thank everybody in person is like the best thing ever. And getting to see friends like you, that we meet in the wild.
Oh yeah. No, hold on. No. We need this. See, so we were over talking to Jesse Weber.
Is he not just like perfection?
And if I looked that good, I'd have headshots signing them
I'm
too.
telling you what, man, I would too.
Maybe if I get a little work next year, I'll make it a little
I
headshot.
think he came out the womb with hair that good. Like he came out with like the perfect wave. Yeah, it's good. But
I was like, geez, if I had good looks like that, I'd have my own show too.
And such a nice guy to boot,
Yeah, he was great. He was very gracious to us.
Yeah, but the best thing, meeting listeners and just seeing everybody in person like you that we meet out in the field. But it's kind of like this really weird true crime family reunion.
It is.
It's like if you'd asked me 20 years ago if I'd be having a true crime reunion with my friends, I'd say you were crazy. But
no, and it's funny. Mike King, who he's great.
Yeah.
I asked him, how come he doesn't have a headshot?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. I ain't doing no headshots, but yeah, so it's good, and every year, I love it. I look forward to it.
Yeah. Have you had a good show?
I have. It's been great. Lots of alibars coming by and new listeners, which is always good, and hearing stories from these people that have missing loved ones that want you to cover their case. It kind of is like a shot of adrenaline in your arm to go back home and do better. and to not focus on just what's in the news, but also people that are still searching for answers. So that's what this trip for me, like for the podcast, has done. Is I need to do more cold cases. I need to do more missing person cases and dedicate some episodes to that, because for all the cases we cover, there are a million people that don't have resolution and aren't getting the airtime. So for me, that's kind of what I'm going to leave here with, is like, I've got to expand, I need to branch out, because their stories are just as important as what's on the news every 5 minutes.
Well, we've talked to several people that are doing very similar stuff for
Yeah.
missing persons and cases that just don't get the notoriety. If your daughter just doesn't happen to be on a nationally televised show,
Yeah.
you may not get the notoriety and the publicity, and that's good for them. I'm not taking anything away from that, but most people, victims of crime, they don't get that.
They don't. And you hear of they show a picture and you feel like you should know who they are because they're missing, but you're like, I don't know who this is, and that's sad. So, for me, using social media to retweet missing persons, but also to dedicate some different, episodes just for missing people or cold cases. Because, you never know who's watching. And that one episode, you have so many podcasters. If everybody banded together and did missing person cold cases, think about how powerful that would be of getting names and faces out. So that's what I'm leaving here with, is a new, motivation to branch out more than just current cases.
I've always said on the cold cases, someone somewhere knows something.
Yeah.
And they may not have thought it at the time, but it could be some guy bragging at the bar that's drunk or something along those lines. So.
Yep. So, I'm always looking to grow and evolve.
It's on. Are we? Okay.
Yep.
So a couple of things. Shameless plug. Where do people find you? Where do they go?
YouTube, and then all the major podcast platforms. Look, I just got this baby.
I was going to say, you just got
6 years. This
100,000.
is I brought it for the listeners because that's them. 100,000 is all them. So yeah. So YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all that good stuff.
Great.
And yes, so subscribe and make sure you have your alert set, because I do a lot of YouTube shorts too with breaking news.
All right. Well, congratulations on 100,000. Let's
Thank
get her
you.
to 1 million here.
Oh, hey, man.
Let's get her
I
there.
think Jesus might come back before that happens, but I'm cool with the slow grow because I like my people to find me.
That's great.
Yep.
Thank you as always.
Scott,
We'll see
you're
you.
the best.
We'll
Appreciate you guys.
Bye bye.
So good to see you.
Maria and Jason on their wedding.
Hi. Oh, we missed the wedding. You invited me to your wedding.
I know how.
All right. All right.
I'm just kidding.
All right. The happy couple here. Tell me your names, where you're from.
I'm Maria, and this is Jason, and we're from
Jason.
Nashville.
Nashville. Now you had a wedding at CrimeCon.
Yes, upstairs about an hour ago.
Yes, we did. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now what?
Burgers, fries, and ice cream.
Sounds wonderful.
With our children, of course.
Now I understand it was a podcaster who married you, right?
Yes, it was Stephanie and Derek from Crime Weekly. They got ordained just for this.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy the show. Seriously.
Thank
I
you.
mean, I know you invited, but we got busy.
It's fine. There's a whole bunch
It
of
was
people.
wonderful. Stephanie wrote a very nice ceremony, presentation. I don't know what they call it. Yeah. Yeah,
Almost brought him to tears.
It really did. Yes.
About being partners in crime and leaning on each other in difficult times and
Yes.
stuff.
Yes. She did a great
It
job.
was fantastic.
Derek did a great job as well.
And he had a
we love
full
them.
priest outfit on. He was ready, yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time. Congratulations. All right. See, you just never know, ladies and gentlemen. Good things come from CrimeCon, just like that. So, all right, we're going to make our way back. I think there's so many people here. We could literally talk to everyone probably for an hour or so, but probably don't have enough battery life to do that. So I think the thing to do is, oh, wait, hold on. How you doing?
I like your channel.
Thank
I like
you.
your view.
You cover the coworker case. That's
Yes.
our
You
daughter.
cover it
That's our
from an
daughter.
educated,
Yes.
well-known.
Hey, sometimes I get mad at you though.
Say that one more. Say that one more time into the microphone.
You cover it
please.
from a well-educated fact point.
Yes.
And that's missing in YouTube a lot
And,
of times.
and I love watching you, but sometimes I'm like, I don't want to watch them tonight. Turn it.
Really? What do I say that upsets you?
No, you kind of play devil's advocate sometimes, which is fine. It's hard to take sometimes.
Well,
it's hard to say.
he does it from both.
Because all I want is just to hear that he's the worst person in the world. That's all I want to hear.
Well, I think he proved that by his guilty plea.
Yes, absolutely. So that's
Sometimes I know it's frustrating. The criminal justice system, the wheels move awfully slow sometimes, but you have to be patient.
I know.
But by the end of the day, the truth, or a pretty darn close version of it, is going to come out.
Yeah, it will.
Whether through a trial or whether through a guilty plea, the truth comes out.
Yeah, and that's the message that people need to hear, because the days of getting away with these murders are going to get less and less and less, because this technology, we're learning about like how they can do hair samples without the follicle. There's 2 labs, but there's new technologies coming out, and we're going to scare the heck out of people.
Yep, these people are going down.
Between the technology, the license plate readers, the GPS, the phones.
CCTVs everywhere. Yep.
I mean, I'm telling you,
I wouldn't want to commit a crime.
it's amazing these days. They will track you down and get you.
It's good. We started a foundation. I don't know if we could give it to one of you. This is our foundation. Yeah. It's the Kaylee Gonzalez Foundation. Murder has a name, and we want to fund advanced DNA forensic testing, including IgG, for when the law enforcement runs out of funds and it winds up on a cold case. We will pick up the cost and pay for these accredited labs that we've partnered with.
There's literally thousands of cases waiting for funding.
Yeah.
Yep. I was just talking about that. Even SANE kits. There's a backlog, at least in the state of Colorado, and they've tried to pass legislation. But most people don't realize that it's expensive to do DNA testing. It's not like you just drop it in, and it's a couple of day process to actually do the testing with multiple people doing the cutting, to do running it through the machines, to do the statistical analysis. Then you're like, okay, now we got it. Is there somebody in the CODIS system? Oh, there's not.
There's not.
Then you got to wait until maybe genetic genealogy comes in.
Yep.
And most people don't realize they just people, and it used to be, I remember we had a case where we were trying to prove a client innocent, and there was some testing that was new at the time, and it was like $100,000 to do the testing. So the price has come down. It's going to continue to come down, obviously, and there's going to be bigger and bigger samples, and more people are going to be in those databases, and they're going to find the people.
And that's another thing with our foundation. We really want to push the upload to GEDmatch, which is a forensic tool that investigators are allowed to use. So, any of these home DNA kits that you do for free, you could upload it to GEDmatch. And, it's controversial. I get it. You're not going to, get everybody to do it.
People don't understand. IgG does not find the guy who did it. It finds the people who didn't do it. It really does that by getting close as you can to him through his family, but it's not them. They're not. It's like a lineup, and you say no, none of those guys are. That's what it is. So people think if they put it up there, they're going to be committed of a crime.
No, they have to go and find the people, look at it, and they look at all the tests, the little jumps on the little lines, and they say, oh, this is the allele, and this is an 11 and 12, and guess what? On the DNA sample that we found, this allele, it's an 11 and 12,
so
and you gotta have so many things. Yeah, we got a male, and these different
process of elimination, and it's the best way that you could ask your case to be tried. You don't want eyewitnesses saying Steve was there. I'm pretty sure it was it. Those days are over, man. You want to have science say you were there or you weren't there, or free your name, like you were saying. That's the kind of stuff you want. We're not even against it being there to be used to free somebody up. We want the truth. That's however we get to.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to. I've never met a DA that really wanted to convict innocent people.
No,
we want to make sure we get the right people.
And look stupid because it'll eventually get caught.
As a parent of a murdered child, I 100% want the person who murdered my child. I don't want an innocent man in prison and the real guy out there just living his dandy life. No, absolutely not. No. So, I mean, we were 100% about this is the right guy, and they told us early on.
I said, I haven't seen enough yet. They need to share more with me to understand. I need the dots connected. And once they showed us, the way that the sheep was pulled up and the splatter and all the things, and they're both, Kaylee, Maddie were there. He was on there. A cop couldn't have just dropped it. Impossible, because he couldn't have got them both there at the same time because the way that it was aspirated and then pulling it up left that pattern of the sheath
A
there.
void was on the bed when
Exactly.
the sheet
So
was
I was
picked
like,
up.
all right, we got 100% this. It's
It was
over. It's done with.
planted.
Let's go to court. And then we didn't get to go to court.
I understand. I mean, and well, if you watched, I mean, I was like, well, you know, there could be some, but once the DNA came out, I was like, it's over.
It's over. It's
And,
over.
I mean,
On the
I'm a
sheet?
criminal
At
defense
the crime
attorney.
scene? Yeah.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know they came up with some statistical
Yeah.
number
Oh, yeah.
that,
Oh,
you know,
sure.
1 in 700.
5.37 octillion.
5.37 octillion that just, it was
Which is
his
not
DNA.
enough people in the world or enough planets with the people on the Earth.
Yeah.
So you take the total population and all the planets, you still wouldn't have enough
Yeah.
to figure out
No,
that that's who it is.
We're pretty convinced.
and-
That's pretty convincing.
And I still get people.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody sent me something on my Twitter the other day. You know, he's innocent. He couldn't have
All
done
the
it by
time.
himself. Blah 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 blah. And I responded back, "You're crazy.
You're crazy.
Okay.
You
It
did
doesn't
it all
matter
the
what you
time.
think. It doesn't matter what you believe. It only matters what you can prove in court with legal and competent evidence." And his DNA was there. My DNA wasn't there.
Yeah.
Right. None of these people's DNA.
No.
It was his.
Yeah.
What are the odds? It happened to be on the K bar that he bought.
Yeah.
The sheath.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That
Like
you
I always
bought.
said.
That
I
he
had
doesn't
mine.
account buying.
Exactly.
Yeah, you actually had one. I remember that. You had the
Yeah.
military background.
Yeah, I got that the summer of '88. I said, "Here's mine."
Yes.
When
But
that
was
came
one
out,
of the first time that I actually ever saw a K bar, and I was like,
That's
wow.
why she didn't like you. You had the keyboard.
No. I was definitely like,
No.
wow,
she liked
that's
you. We listened.
that's it. That's what it looks like.
I remember it was spooky.
Yeah. No, I remember being like,
Yeah, that's
whoa.
why we asked. We're like, you guys check to see if you ever had a hunter or a fishing license? And they're like,
It's not
what's
a
your
hunting
point?
knife. It's not a fishing
And I was
knife.
like, it's Idaho. Our jury's going to be wondering, like, do you have a history of like some kind of purpose with a weapon like this? And he never did. And he never had an alibi. Like, come on, people. He's not even trying to tell you where he was. Looking at the stars, do you buy that?
Turned his phone off.
listen, as I say, after 32 years, and I have to tell this to clients sometimes.
You're a busy man.
There are no coincidences in criminal law. Like, what are the odds his phone just happened to turn off at what,
Right, during the time,
12:32
yeah.
or whatever it
Yeah.
was,
Bad luck.
and then turn right
100%
back on?
battery.
Turn back on.
You know, what are the odds? You know,
Yeah.
and that he'd been.
You know,
back
that's a
there.
good question. I should ask AI and just put in the known facts that nobody disputes and say,
here's
what
the
is
thing. The
statistical?
narrative for people that are pro burgers or that believe that he's innocent, they just discard that information and say it's not true. That's not true. He didn't turn off his phone. Well, there's documents.
It stopped
They lied.
recording.
The police lied. So you can't defute. You can't dispute. Like if somebody's going to stand there and say everything the police said was a lie, these are all lies. Okay.
Well, we tried to go through, we pulled all the pleadings in the case because I always say, hey, you want to see what the defense thinks is the bad evidence? What are they trying to make go away? And the genetic genealogy, I just thought they have no hope in that. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, there's going to be surprise. No, it's not. And his DNA was abandoned at the scene.
Yeah, he was trying to say he had a privacy access to it. And I love what Hitler said. He's like, in the crime scene?
He's
you
like,
you think they
DNA
needed to
defense
contact him and ask for his permission?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
that
they
makes
didn't
no sense.
challenge anything at the crime scene because they knew it's abandoned under the law.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they were trying to come up with this unique, and I get it. They're doing
Yeah.
their job.
Yes.
Yeah,
We got to
we always give her credit.
I think she did a great job for
she
him.
did a good job for what she did, but she also had to have that conversation with him. And this is why. And I know a lot of people, the photographs and things like that, and the whole world doesn't necessarily need to see them. They need to be
Yeah, the
done
jury,
tastefully. But I think
courtroom.
people need to see what true evil can do.
Yes.
And so when they're making laws and legislation or saying we're going to repeal the death penalty or something,
Yeah,
no,
there's a lot
this
of
is
truth to
what
that.
this is what
This is the
it's
ugly
for.
part of
This
it.
is
Yeah,
the
this is
ugly
what the
part.
death
This is what evil is.
Yeah.
And I believe that obviously they looked at the evidence and they said once they see these photographs,
They'll
it's
turn
over.
on him.
It's
They'll turn on
over, and they're going to give you death. And he knew that. He was smart enough to realize.
And the prosecutor hid that from us. Didn't let the other families know what happened to my daughter, and didn't let me know what happened to theirs. Because if we all would have got on the same page, we all would have
what
said.
happened to Kaylee because what was it?
Gag order?
The gag order. So we found out 2
You get
days.
to murder in privacy now
2
in
days
America.
before
You get a
sentencing.
gag order and you get to murder with
2
total
days before
privacy.
sentencing, we found out how
Yeah.
many times she had been stabbed, where at.
Different
Up
weapons.
until then, we didn't know. We didn't know that her teeth were knocked out. We didn't know that her facial bones were broken. We didn't know that she was stabbed 24 times to her face.
Yeah.
We did not know any of that.
And that's why a jury would have given him death.
We found out 2 days before the sentencing. We were
I'm
like,
sorry.
we're writing victim impact statements. Can we at least know the full impact? You know, it doesn't break that down for you on a death certificate. And at that point, that's all we had was our death
So
certificate.
we knew a lot of the
We didn't
facts.
have our
We knew
autopsy
about the
report.
gag and the choking and stuff like that, but we didn't know. And the thing is, you're begging a prosecutor to tell you what happened to your kid, and they're asking you to make decisions. What do you support this? I'm like, I don't know what. Tell me what happened. I don't get how you can kill people and think you have a right to privacy. It doesn't make any sense.
He had a lot of rights. He had a lot of rights going through that court system. Everything I heard was his rights, his rights, his rights.
And that's the, I mean, I understand
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
frustrating, and but you know, you guys did what victims should do, and that's be at every court appearance, let them be known, okay? Because I can tell you from the defense perspective, the worst thing you hate is when the victims
They
show
told
up
us
at
that early
sentencing.
on. They're like, we hate seeing that. Put a
We're
face
like,
on a
we'll
crime.
be-
We want it to be a faceless
We'll
crime.
be there at every one, then we said.
And we're like, all right, you just tell us. You tell us the most we can do, and we will do it. We are that kind of family.
I have to
Yeah,
go
all right, go.
All right. So
Yeah.
I mean, I thank you for taking the time. I'm
No,
so
man,
sorry
I've
for
seen
your
you.
loss.
Yeah.
I mean, but thanks for watching. I mean, hopefully you thought we did a fair.
You do, and you hustle. You were like, I've been gone for a couple days, been in court, and I'm like, go for it. You know, I like educated people saying and clearing things up because I had a case that nobody was clearing things up, and that's so frustrating to have nobodies with fan fiction narratives read that they don't understand. They're Latin and Greek, and I'm like, I just need a leader to say what the heck is going on. This is ridiculous. So I appreciate those guys that can actually lay it out and clear these things up. And if they don't want to listen, they don't want to listen, but at least it's out there.
Well, in the Lori Vallow, Chad Daybell case, the grandparents, she would call into my Patreon show, and we got to meet them, and they were like, we appreciate you just laying it out. She goes, we learn more by listening to you than what we were learning from the prosecutors.
I hired a lawyer because we literally like, what's going on? And you're not telling us. And plus we knew there was confusion on that little community. They didn't know what was going on. They weren't prepared for a crime like this. And I was like, we're going to round up the troops. We're going to get the FBI. We're going to get the governor to give money. We're going to do whatever it takes because this case ain't going cold.
Yeah.
You know, and you only got so much time to get people rallied. And it can just be one witness that sees one thing that can be like, go check that other camera. And that's what we were hoping for.
And I know the process can be frustrating, and the balancing of the defendant's rights versus the public and the family's right to have resolution. But you got to go through that process, and I know it's painful for you, but you know, ultimately the truth comes out. And you know, for people to say, "Oh, he didn't do it," like he pled guilty 4 times plus the burglary. People don't plead guilty to consecutive life sentences unless they did it.
Yeah, there's these fringe cases where people plead to something that they didn't do, but they're not for. It's like a one-off, and they're like, I can't defend myself. I was a druggie. I have all these other
I need to
things."
get out of jail. They're offering me a misdemeanor fine. I'll take it. I get that. We're not talking about a speeding ticket though, where you know you're speeding and they give you a defective headlamp, right? We're talking murder where you're gonna spend the rest of your life in
do
prison.
An Alfred plea. They wanted to do an Alfred plea, and we were like, I rallied everyone and said, we ain't doing this.
I wish, and this is my own, we saw it in the Chris Watts case, and I like it, particularly in federal court. The judges will say, tell me in your own words what you did. And that way it takes away any doubt whatsoever.
Yeah, we wanted that too. And it would have been easy because of the way that Kaylee was killed. He would have given an explanation that an expert would say, yeah, that fits. That is the weapon that's missing. That fits the damage. And only the person who did this would know that, or an investigator.
Yeah.
But for Thompson to gaslight the whole community and say, oh, well, there's no way for us to know he's telling the truth. Like, don't lie in my face. Yeah, I'm not the family you're going to get away with this. You lie to my face, and I literally told him multiple times, I will go to the meeting, and I will tell everyone what you did, and I will hold you accountable for it. So that's what I'm doing right now, talking. I told you, you have the right way to do it, and you can do it another way. And he did it the other way. So now I'm here saying, you gaslit everyone. You lied into our face. You could have got the truth. You were just lazy. or you had other motives. I think his true motives were he ran the risk of him saying, yeah, I stalked those girls 23 times. I did this right in front of your faces. And you guys all look like idiots. I stalked him. I got right up there. I got into that house. And then he would have had to go tell the university every single time he did is documented now. You just got, this murder just went 23 times different stalking events. And now it's just going to just make us look super unsafe. And they're like, don't even talk to him. Zip it. We got enough. Put it to bed.
If you got 5 minutes with him, with Koberger, what would you say or do?
I wouldn't talk at all. I'd just start tearing up.
Pounding on him?
Pounding, yeah.
I get it. If
Mhm.
that was my daughter, I'd do the same thing too.
Yeah, that guy has it coming. He's got it. And word is, it's coming.
He's not going to make it to be an old man in prison. I mean, eventually he's going to get out of his little protective custody and requesting his vegan meals and all that good stuff.
Jim Pop's going to be a pop of some sort. And, he picked on a small community. You thought we were a bunch of idiots. He came from the city. He came out here and I've heard about his research paper that he did on the community because there was another murder in there and they never caught him. So he went there. He thought he had the right place. He picked them. And he's going to find out. He's going to find out if they're the right community or not.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm so sorry for your loss. I couldn't imagine, I've got a daughter, Annika, she's basically a stepdaughter. I mean, I couldn't imagine, she was college age when all this went down. She was in college.
What school? University of Arizona. Wow, that's a really good one too.
So, yeah, I mean.
Breeze down to Baylor. I think they play against Arizona. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine. And yeah, you exercised, frankly, a lot of restraint.
In my head, I was doing all kinds of stuff.
I know, but it was not worth it.
Yeah. I was like,
you're gonna do more good now.
Yeah,
than
and
you
that's
ever
what
could
we
do
gotta
by
do.
jumping the railing and taking a couple of cracks at it.
Exactly.
I understand you wanted to, and you're
Well,
justified
I had
in doing
some
it.
crazy ones. I mean, I had like drones and all kinds of things. I was like, but that's what it takes you to when you see things not being done and you're like just being a victim. It just sucks. It's just hell to go through. And I'm glad it's over. I'm glad that we got to him and the community rallied and everyone demanded, that we got answers and we got them. And it was a shared responsibility. We had the FBI coming in there. We had private labs coming in there. We had multiple states. It was a beautiful thing in the big picture of how they responded and we got to the truth, but it was very difficult. And that's why our organization is taking the worst moments of that and saying, could we take a case that was abandoned because IGG didn't exist at the time and go relook at those and get that lead investigator to resubmit it. And then we just complete the circle that this is all their own work. We're just helping fund it. We're not trying to take over an investigation. We're not hotshots. We don't know anything. We're using our mics to help you get the funding to help that family so then they get answers.
You're making a difference.
That's exactly. And our daughter's name.
Where can people go to support your organization?
We got a webpage, and it's Murders right here. You can see it. And
Murder has a name.
Yep, Murder has a name because people nowadays want to censor themselves, pew pew and unaliving, and we're like, you know what? It grabs your attention, and it's hard. Like you said, if we sanitize everything, these kids that do these school shootings, they don't ever see the ugly side of doing this behavior. They see girls sending them and them getting all this popularity and all this attention, and we're creating an environment that breeds bad things. And as a parent, I'm trying to say, hey, how do we make these guys look like the monsters that they are?
Well, and like I said, that's why I understand and appreciate, trying to keep the photos, but some of those need to be shown so that people can see what evil can do. And like I said, no disrespect to you or the other victims, but people need to see that and say, one time you want to go soft on something like this, this is what happened. This was not it was an accident. This was violence. It was personal. It was
years in the making
and methodical. And so, like I said, evil exists.
Mm-hmm.
Evil exists. People need to know it. They need to stop acting like, we're going to, like you said, sanitize everything and we're going to make sure we have. Well, a fair trial is the truth coming out. And so
Yeah, we went into legal libraries. We got the special legal AI, and we said, "Has there ever been a case that couldn't go because they couldn't find an unbiased jury?" And it's never even happened. It's never happened. You can get a biased jury where they come in there with a preconceived motivation of like writing a book or something like that's definitely happened. But there's never been a case
Well,
where.
I talk about that all the time. And sure, it should have been a change of venue, made complete sense. And obviously moving into the capital, there was going to be easier to find it. But you're not going to find people who didn't. The requirement is you don't have to find people that lived under a rock and have never heard about the case. It's just that they can go into it with an open mind, listen to the evidence, reserve judgment until they hear all the evidence, follow the court's instructions, and make a decision if the prosecution proved their case. And like I said, the defense knew they were going to prove their case. Otherwise, there never would have been an offer of let's make a deal.
Exactly. Yeah. It got to the moment of truth. They're going to kill you. We got the shooting squad because we found out about how they have a protocol where you don't drink water for like 48 hours, don't eat any food, your veins collapse. So the guy in Idaho has they've been trying to put him down since the 80s, and he's found a way around it. He's hacked the system. So we're like, got to do something because we're going to look like idiots if we can't put this guy down. So they did the firing squad and they updated the laws and we did everything, but then we just got to one moment where he bailed out. I can only say that we tried everything.
You guys are making a difference. Sorry it had to go through all this to do that, but like I said, I couldn't imagine, burying a child. That's, my worst nightmare. I've got, I just couldn't imagine. But
How
you're
many
making
kids?
I've got two of
Two.
my own,
Two girls?
and then three with Kristen here, and so
adopted her.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where I couldn't imagine it.
Yeah,
right?
Kayla was like our adopted. We took her out of country.
Maddie.
Maddie.
Kaylee was our child.
She was
made
kind of
it.
adopted.
Maddie was,
Maddie.
yeah. So it's crazy how things happen. We don't know why it happened in Moscow, Idaho, why it happened to our daughter, why it happened to her house. We'll never know, but it's our life now. Our lives are changed.
That's one time I did go after Thompson really hard, where they were so warning me. I said, I'll tell you what, motherfucker, if I find out what he did and I find it in a book and he profits, I'm going to come find you. And they're like, Steve. And I said, all right, so we're going to have a talk. I'll come talk to him.
Yeah.
Because he's like, Steve, you're never going to get this. You're never going to find the truth. He's never going to tell us what I did. And I said, you don't know this case like I do. He's already went to a place where he learned about BTK, making a book, did it with the girl that taught the class, and then she put the money on his books. And guess what? He's got $40,000 on his books today. And
He has $40,000 on his books.
$40,000 we can't touch. And he's gonna write.
What about the civil fine that the court imposed? They can't garnish that?
$5,000 that he owes us? Yeah. They can't touch that. The commissary. It has to be money that he earns in prison. So when he starts working or gets a
He
job
can use that for
15
legal representation, and we can't take away his rights to get his own legal representation. So if he says, I'm using that money to fund my appeal.
There's nothing.
He waived those.
Yeah,
And that's one thing he did right.
waived the
I would
appellate
give him
rights,
credit for that.
which is, there's nothing to appeal when you plead guilty. You give up all those rights. That's why the judge engages in that colloquy.
Yeah.
Are you sure it was what you're
All
doing?
these different
Are
ways.
you understand the rights you have?
Nobody put a
There's
gun to your head
no
and
going to
forced
be.
you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why they do that. So you can't come back and say, oh, I didn't do it. Only thing you can say is my attorneys weren't effective, and that's never going to fly.
Yeah, and that's why we never have a tactical attorney.
I'm telling you.
Well, that new book that just came out, that broken plea book, literally really throws Ann under the bus, making it look like just that horrible.
What do you think about that? An expert witness, a paid witness, taking that and then writing a book with it and just making a mockery of the whole fucking system.
He would never work for me again. I assure you of that.
Right.
Listen, I've seen a lot of attorneys. I've seen ineffective claims. I've had ineffective claims made against me, and none's ever stuck. That's what they do. They go off to prison. They try to come up with something. My attorney didn't explain this to me. I would have made this decision. No, they went to the ends of the earth. They had 3-4 attorneys on the team, all the experts. Money was not an object. The court said, if you need more money to get this done, we're going to do it.
There wasn't money on our side. I literally talked to the Shadow Dragon, and he's like, Steve, I had the connection, but he is not getting my report unless he pays for it, and he refused to pay me.
Which Shadow Dragon kind
Thompson-
of sucked. He wanted $10,000 for it.
And then the Cellbrite people were like, we tried to get him to pay, and he wouldn't pay us, so we just did it for free.
They never paid
Well,
us.
good on Celebrate.
Yeah, but two
Yeah,
people
right.
saying the same
Yeah, the
thing.
Shadow Dragon guy is like, you know what? Screw that guy. That kind of pisses me off. Like he literally had information that could blow this case out of the water and was
But
like,
a big
I'm
case
not
like this,
gonna give
him
it.
volunteering could make it to where every case is going to run into that obstacle. The prosecutor had a
Do the
duty.
right thing.
He could have just went to us and said, "Go privately fund it." And we could have gotten it done. He's just not the kind. He's not a lead prosecutor.
We get it. You don't like the
He's not.
prosecutor.
He's
We
not.
get
No,
it.
I've criticized him. I thought he was a little soft, and like I said, I think
never
he
had
should
a successful murder.
should have required him to say, "Tell me in your own words what you did. Make that plea bulletproof and take away any doubt, so anybody, all these pro Kobergers can say,
up.
oh, he didn't do it." No, you heard it from his own mouth. You heard it from his
That
mouth when he
would've
said
helped so
guilty.
much.
It was over.
I told him I don't want to defend your case for the rest of my life, and that's what you'll do to all these families. We'll have to defend this because you'll move on and retire, and we'll be stuck with this shit for the rest of our lives. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah,
So now I will take every shot at him because he earned it, and he had a right to do whatever he wanted to do, and now he just lives with his decisions. He's that's what he's doing right now.
Well,
I understand. I understand. Well,
can't go back. There's no changing it.
thank
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
for taking the time
Thank
to talk
you.
to
Yeah.
us. Seriously,
I was like, Steve, who is that? We know him. Who is that guy? And he's like, oh, he's the lawyer. I'm like, yes, that's who it is.
well, thanks for taking the time. Seriously, we'll put this up. Hopefully, people will, understand. Like I said, I couldn't imagine losing a child, and so, my heart just goes out to you. And I understand the process is slow. It sucks.
We want to be
But
the worst victims of all time.
but the truth, it takes some time. But the truth, or a pretty darn close version, is going to come out. When he said guilty, he admitted to it.
Yeah.
And so all the people say, oh, he pled guilty. People don't plead guilty to that
Not to that.
unless they did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
And
don't
waive their rights.
appeal with DNA in the crime scene. You might as well appeal every case in the whole fucking system then.
There's nothing to
We'd go
appeal.
broke. We go
Yeah.
broke. Like, I could challenge that my DNA was at the crime scene and it matched me at 5.37 octillion. I still got a case. No, you don't, because that opens everything up. You gotta have common sense.
I said, as soon as the DNA came out, I was like, it's done.
Yeah,
it's
game
over.
over.
Yeah.
It's over.
No, you did. You did.
I really.
You're like, well, we got something to
it
talk
made us
about
feel-
today. Koberger made a plea deal or asked for a plea. Yeah.
We knew it was. I called it. I said it was coming, man.
No.
I said they were. I literally said when the DNA came back, I said, I guarantee you, those defense attorneys are over there talking to the DA about a deal. You can go back and look at the videos. I said it because that's what I do for a living. And so at a certain point, you're like, okay, what can we do?
Yeah.
And
And
sure
saving
enough,
the
it
life
came.
is the most you can do at that.
That's the goal of all death. I've only done one death penalty case, and they actually didn't go death, and we still went to trial and we lost. But that's the goal of death penalty litigation, is to no death.
Yes.
And so they think we won
Yeah.
because he's still around.
She made $2 million off the case. She won. She did.
I've never made $2 million off a single murder case. Usually I had to sue a client. I walked on a murder case. I had to sue him to get paid my final bill. Said I prepared too much.
She was making $200 an hour, and her legal counsel was like 180. I'm like, wow. Idaho's got to get more capital case murder attorneys.
Yeah,
We just
we
don't have
should.
enough. Yeah. So she had to come out, and everything was overtime. She had to leave her community, which is where we live, Kootenai, go down there and represent him. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking
Nice
the time.
meeting you
Sorry
guys.
for your loss, but you guys are making a difference. So
Thank you. You
have
too.
a good day. Thank you. Okay. Okay. We're still live.
Have you watched or have you listened to the podcast Cold?
I've heard about it.
One of probably, if not, probably one of the highest downloads in history in true crime. David Cawley, friend of mine, is the man behind Cold with KSL in Salt Lake City. And I'm throwing him under the bus because I think you need to ask him a couple of questions. It
All
is
right.
a murder case like you've never seen.
Well, tell us about it.
Okay, yeah, so my name is Dave Cawley. I'm an
Go ahead.
investigative journalist from Salt Lake City, Utah. And in 2018, I launched this podcast called Cold. We've done 3 seasons, but the first is what most people know us for. It focuses on the disappearance of Susan Cox Powell. It's a pretty high-profile story. Bottom line, December 7th, 2009, Susan, her husband Josh, their 2 kids, Charlie and Braden, disappear. It's a Monday morning, a big snowstorm has come in. The kids don't show up for daycare. Josh and Susan don't show up for work. Family becomes concerned. They go to the house, nobody there. Hours go by. Suddenly, Josh Powell comes home. He's got the 2 boys in the family's minivan. He claims to have no knowledge where his wife Susan is. He says he had taken the boys out camping in the desert in the middle of the snowstorm in December the night before.
Sure, everybody does that.
Everybody does that. Totally normal behavior.
Totally normal.
Especially for a guy, Josh Powell, who we later find out is a covert narcissist. He's been abusing Susan through coercive control for years. Fast forward a couple of years, a lot of people remember the horrific end of the story, which was Josh Powell annihilating his family, kills himself, his 2 kids, never held responsible, never charged with a crime, never arrested. Susan's body's never been found. So we did a deep investigative dig into that case in Cold Season 1 and have continued to try to advocate bringing attention to domestic abuse dynamics, covert narcissism, coercive control, all these kinds of things. I met Mike through working on our 2nd season. So it's been a great relationship with Mike King and the work that he's done with Profiling Evil and Gardens of Evil as other projects as well.
We've had the chance to talk to law enforcement together at law enforcement homicide conferences to talk about how to leverage the media instead of just run from the media.
You gotta embrace it.
Yeah.
I mean, each case is a little different, but sometimes you gotta embrace it. If you got a story, you gotta tell.
Yeah.
I mean, where can people find your podcast?
Absolutely. So The Cold Podcast, we're on all the platforms, Apple, Spotify, whatever. If you search Cold or search Susan Powell, should show up.
All right, well, I'll go check it out if Mike recommends it.
I mean,
literally,
I paid him under the table before you came over, so, you know.
I asked him earlier, do you agree with me? I mean, we talked to Jesse Weber.
Okay.
He's got headshots.
That's pretty
I
fancy.
think next year Mike needs a headshot. Don't
I
you
agree.
think?
Yeah, I definitely
I mean,
agree.
I'll have to-
I tell him my hearing aids are really bad. I keep thinking he wants me to open a
Oh,
headshot.
I thought you were going to say that you need to dye your hair so that you
Yeah.
look a few years younger.
I need to look.
I'll do it. I'll
great
go get
like
one of those, like,
Jesse.
probably dating myself. Remember they used to have those glamour shot places in the mall?
Absolutely.
Where they make you all.
Soft focus. They put a little Vaseline
Exactly.
in the lens.
Now it's called Chachi.
It'll come out better. It was a pleasure meeting
Pleasure
you.
talking to you as well.
Good luck. One more time. Where can they
Yep,
find it?
thecoldpodcast.com.
TheColdPodcast.com. All right. Thank you.
Pleasure.
We'll see you. All right. Wow, this is a great show. Who knew you could do this random content and have basically break news with the Coburg murders by meeting Kayla Gonzalez's parents? I mean, my God. And to get kind of the inside scoop and to find out that they watch our channel. They were watching our channel as it happens. It's very similar to that's very similar to the case with Daybell, where the victims' families were calling on our page. So it's interesting that they are actually watching, and to think that they gave us, it was fair and balanced. That's amazing. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what, we got one more? Who? Where are they? Yeah. All right. That's all we've got for today. I was saying the battery's dead. I think this battery's just about dead as well. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. You know the drill. Subscribe if you haven't. Like if you do. Leave me a comment below, and hit that little bell for notifications. We will see you on Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye from CrimeCon.
All right, lawyer.